9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. on Solutions 93.9 FM as they dive into the headlines with in-depth analysis and feedback from you on different stories from the national dailies. Start your day by gaining fresh perspectives, uncovering the story behind the story, and join the conversation. Because your voice matters. From the dailies, the conversation never stops.
So delighted to be here this beautiful Wednesday morning, the third day in the month of September 2025. My name is Adedamola Lafenwa. The program is From the Dailies on your Sipudal Solutions at 93.9 FM. It's a program where we get to take you through the front page stories of newspapers this beautiful Wednesday morning, the first Wednesday in the month of September. And I have Comrade Ayodeji Ajishokwe right in the studio with me this beautiful Wednesday morning. Good morning to you, Comrade Ayodeji Ajishokwe.
Yes, it's a good morning to you, my dear comrade brother, and of course to the people out there, our esteemed listeners and viewers. It's another beautiful morning in this sprawling city of Ibadan.
Okay, kicking the ball rolling now, looking at the papers. We have this Wednesday morning about 5 papers in the studio this morning. The Guardian newspaper, the Punch newspaper, the Nigerian Tribune, the Vanguard, and the Nation newspaper. Starting off with the front page of the Guardian newspaper, it says battle for Buhari's 12.7 million ballots. Tinubu Pali CPC group says revenue target
12
met.
million votes?
12.7 million votes, yeah. Tinubu Pali CPC group says revenue target met amid data gaps. We can now say that, or can we say that the 12 million votes in the north is now going to be in the pockets of Bola Ahmed Tinubu now that the CPC
Is that the way it works?
Well, the CPC faction of the APC, the leaders of the CPC group, have endorsed the candidacy or the re-election.
Don't trust politicians.
Okay, I was expecting that from you. Now, moving away to other stories now. Dangote Refinery exports first gasoline cargo to US. FG lists 91 public firms for privatization. The first
Dangote Refinery is marching on.
It's marching on. Dangote Refinery exports first gasoline cargo to the US.
Give it another 2-3 years. It will be an energy powerhouse on this continent.
Yeah, not just the continent, shaking the entire world.
Wow.
Shaking the entire world. Now, moving away from that, we have this one saying Defense Headquarters denies armed forces supporting payment of criminal groups, apparently responding to the utterances of Nasir El-Rufai. Now, PDP seems to be going tough on Wike and his faction members are now saying enough is enough. PDP governors tell Wike dismiss threat to abort convention. ADC accuses Tinubu of nepotism as Atiku decries rising insecurity. CVR Osho maintains lead with 474,372 as INEC registers 2.5 million in 2 weeks. That's quite commendable.
Yeah, I hope they pick up their cards, and I do hope they're going to turn up
for the election. Okay. Now, opposition seeks a legal redress for Rivers LG poll irregularities. Moving to the front page of the Punch newspaper now. Again, Southwest tops as voter pre-registration hits 2.5 million. Page 7 of the Punch has that story. Tariff war, respect state electricity regulators, FG1's discourse. And 2025 revenue target met, no more borrowing. Tinubu, page 26, as that story. Now, the biggest story on the front page of the Punch newspaper this Wednesday morning says, Convention, Wike's camp demands ignite fresh PDP field. And the rider, Makine's camp, party governors, BOT reject FCT ministers' convention conditions. Damagun's removal, others. I mean, I was telling you a while ago before we came on air that what is Wike trying to turn himself into? I mean, you are apparently doing things against the program. Just the local government election in Rivers State that was held this Saturday, you delivered 20 local government seats out of 23 to the APC, and you still want to be the same man making demands, giving conditions for the for the PDP to move forward.
And I can't remember the particular course now. I think political science 201. Now, because I have to go to the bit.
Okay, go ahead.
It was about zero sum game. And then I started asking myself, what is the long term? Because whatever your short term objectives are, it has to take into cognizance your long term objectives. Definitely. So that your short, medium term objectives and strategies will not abort the long term view. So if Wike wants to take a leave, maybe after serving Tinubu a second term probably, and then vacate the political space.
Okay, we'll talk about that when we get to the part of the program. Now, National Assembly cautions WAEC on planned CBT rollout. We heard a while ago that WAEC has decided that come 2026 they will roll out the full implementation of the CBT examination.
I think it is Finland that first did that. Finland has gone back to you have the option of doing.
Are we on the same level technologically wise with Finland?
Infrastructure. I mean,
infrastructure wise, and the ability to use this infrastructure.
Even Finland has gone back to you have options.
Oh, now the National Assembly is cautioning WAEC that have a rethink of what you want to do.
It will result in.
I didn't want you to say it on there. Okay. Now, like you was say, I Bobby Burule no Okay, let's keep our fingers crossed. 3 Lagos laborers found dead in makeshift apartment. And the last one on the front page of the Punch newspaper says, article slams FG as a bandit sack Kwara village. I tell you, the front pages of newspapers are quite loaded this Wednesday morning. Moving to the Nigerian Tribune now. Resurgence of killings in North Central, evidence of government failure. Article, page 16 of the Nigerian Tribune. Ibadan Convention, PDP governors bar fangs. Say we are not cowards. And riders, one faction of fools to keep off. Apparently referring to Wike's faction. My restraint, tolerance, not a sign of weakness. Damagum. Party inaugurates 119-member organizing committee. Wike, Fayose, Autumn, Ugwai, others give conditions. Moving away from that too, Tinubu recalls the DG of NTA ED News. Sets aside a fresh appointment. Away from that, CVR hits 2.6 million in 2 weeks. INEC. Obaladoja backs Adeleke's second-term bid. praise for actualization of Ibadan State, page 27. I know the governor of Osun State paid a courtesy visit to the Olubadan designate Oba Rashidi Adewolu Ladoja yesterday. And on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune, there is a picture of Governor Adeleke of Osun State and Oba Ladoja. There's a picture of the two of them on the front page.
The enthronement is getting nearer.
It's getting nearer. A few weeks from now. Okay. 2027, former CPC leaders declare support for Tinubu's re-election. Riders, CPC bloc solidly behind you, Abbas tells president. Nigeria won't borrow again to fund operations. Tinubu, let's hope so. Now to the Vanguard newspaper. National Convention. PDP draws battle line with Wike's camp. Quite a number of riders under that, which I would like to skip because of our time now. We have met our revenue target, no longer borrowing from domestic banks. Tinubu, page 26
That
of the Vanguard.
target was met by July. 21 trillion. It's already met. July. So everything else, at least domestically, will be...
Ijara.
Exactly.
Okay, taking more stories on the front page of Vanguard, the newspaper. States have no excuse not to pay beyond 70,000 naira minimum wage. NECA. Visa overstay. US, UK ramp up warnings may ban violators.
The United States is already cancelling people with their visas, 2 years, 5 years. But it's an action to reciprocate Nigeria's policies.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not as if they're doing anything punitive. They're actually cancelling visas that they already issued.
Okay, this is a good one coming from Ghana. I wish other presidents within the continent would take a cue from this. Ghana president fires Chief Justice over abuse of office.
I don't think
7.
it is appropriate for the president to have the power to fire
To fire a chief judge.
No.
Okay. Who appoints the Chief Justice of the Federation?
Yes, you can, but you cannot easily remove.
If you're able to appoint, you should be able to remove.
Well, maybe it's not like that in democracy. There must be a balance of power and terror.
Okay. Now the last paper I have before me, the Nation newspaper. Shetima to president, I won't take our bond for granted. Another one, Ajasi varsity lecturers withdraw services over unpaid salaries. Nigeria braces for cyber digital diplomacy, says Tugar. Another one, Tinubu, we have met 2025 revenue target, gained stability. Wike camp gives conditions for PDP convention to hold.
That's too much to say,
Okay, still from the Dailies on Solutions at 93.9 FM. You can be a part of the program by calling the studio lines 0912 222 2939 or 0904 422 2939. Now, let's start the conversation.
Yep.
Starting with the last story I took. Wike camp gives conditions for PDP convention to hold. I mean, looking at the role Wike has been playing back to back in the political space, he claims to be a member of the PDP. Fine,
He is a member of the PDP.
he is a member of the PDP, but his activities in the last few months are saying otherwise. Because now I mentioned earlier that a local government election was held in Rivers State. He went there, he monitored the exercise, and he was proudly delivered 20 local government out of 23 local government in Rivers State to the APC. It didn't stop at that. On Monday, he had a media parley, which he has always been having almost every
Saturday too. He made policy statement.
He made a policy statement saying that by September 2018, this month, the suspended Rivers State Governor, Sir Siminalaye Fubara, and his deputy and the entire House of Assembly in Rivers State will be reinstated. He wasn't the one that suspended them, but he was the one giving assurance, announcing that by September 18. But I'm not even going there. I'm trying to look at the one that affects the PDP now. Now, on Monday, he had a media parley, and he stated categorically again, because he was asked the question that now that PDP has said, okay, we are zoning the presidential ticket to the south, are you still going to be with the PDP or not? He said that whoever PDP brings out his support for the re-election bid of Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the APC remains unshaken. But yesterday, PDP went ahead and gave conditions for the party, the PDP, for the convention to hold. One of such is that the PDP must restrict the position of the national chairman to the North Central, among other. I think he gave them 6 conditions.
Six of them.
You are doing all this against the party, and you still want to be a decision maker in that party. A meeting was held yesterday with the governors and PDP governors and the leadership of the PDP, where the 119 member of the National Convention Committee was inaugurated. And Governor Bala Mohammed of Bauchi State made a tough statement saying, enough is enough. We are not going to take all this rubbish from Wike. Let's take a listen at Governor Bala Mohammed at the event yesterday.
I am highly delighted on behalf of the governors to be here to witness the inauguration of this very important committee in our national history as a party and as a country. The national chairman has spoken very, very well. The pedigree and capacity of the convention committee leadership is never in doubt because they have been doing it, they have done it before, and we believe we will do it very well. The governors are with you, members of this party, and of course, members of this important committee. We are with the National Working Committee. We appreciate the sacrifice they are making. And of course, the way and manner they have brought consensus to bear on the way forward. But certainly time has come when we must flex our muscles. We are not cowards and we are not afraid of anybody. We are capable of navigating this party beyond the shenanigans, beyond the arrogance and impunity of some people. We cannot continue to keep quiet and allow people to take us to the slaughterhouse. That is their job. And our job is to make sure we don't go to slaughterhouse. And we are working as governors and working committee to ensure that. The key word is discipline. We will no longer allow or tolerate anybody to take us for granted. It has to stop. Enough is enough. We are not going to tolerate any longer. Yes, consensus. Yes, accommodation. But accommodation cannot show stupidity. And definitely, Mr. Chairman, we are with you on this journey as governors. And we will show that we believe in the capacity of the regulator, INEC. We are confident that it is a very virile and good organization, driven by the rule of law. This convention is on course, our party is on course to make sure we have our party. If anybody wants to form a faction of fools, we will allow him to go and do it. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. We appreciate it.
Governor Bala Mohammed of Bauchi State there saying anybody that wants to form a faction of fools, we will allow them to go ahead. But enough is enough. PDP governors talking tough. And it didn't stop at that. The Deputy National Publicity Secretary of the PDP was also on a live TV program hours ago. And he also made the statement that they are no longer going to tolerate the rhetorics of Nation Wike. Let's take a listen at Abdullahi Ibrahim, the Deputy National Publicity Secretary of the PDP.
That I know, there's no evidence sincerely that is still expected from any quarters for us to conclude on a few persons within the PDP who still claim they are PDP and have been carrying out activities that would amount to anti-party and constituting clog on the wheel of PDP's progress. I was one of those who spoke so very well of these elements in question in time past, justifying the actions that they carried on so far until we got to a level where at least the party called PDP has to survive. I have always argued that no one person has that capability of, ending the lifespan of the PDP. It's the longest in Nigerian history within the democratic waters, from the First Republic down to this 2025 that we're talking, the Fourth Republic. PDP is the longest political party, spanning over 27 years and still going. It's getting stronger. It's waxing stronger. We have certainly collated sufficient evidence against persons who, in time past, have indulged in acts that will amount to anti-party, and we are not taking it lightly with these persons. If you were at the hall today inaugurating this committee, you would have heard some of our critical stakeholders, beginning from the national chairman to the chairman of the Governors Forum, Governor Bala Mohammed of Bauchi State, and the chairman of the Convention Planning Committee, the governor of Adamawa State, His Excellency Ahmad Fintiri, speaking very seriously about the determination of this party to carry on. If we had been on mental, excursion in time past, and a few persons deluded themselves into thinking they will end the lifespan of PDP, or they will have PDP pocketed by them, then I think we have finally drawn the line today, and we have come all out, and we are certainly determined to forge ahead. Okay. No one person will stand against the way, because PDP is a moving train.
PDP is a moving train, and nobody can stand in its way. Though we had one man that stood in front of a moving plane weeks ago, but those on a lighter note. Now let's talk about this. The rhetoric of weekend.
3 or 4 things. I think it's beyond rhetorics.
Okay.
6 conditions. Some conventions, or regional conventions, geopolitical conventions, and state elective conventions. He said they should be recognized. And other things. Now, what are the issues? Well, I think PDP definitely and clearly, with the backing of the people who call the owners of that party, have clearly, backed the decision of the party to move. And they have rolled out the tanks, and there are 11 or 12 governors, 11 of them left. And when you have 11 governors, you must understand that that's formidable. And the other people on the other side are basically former governors. The governor of Oyo State is no longer with them. The others are still with them. And yes, basically what everybody is battling for is their own interests. You understand? The tendency which they represent within the party. What could result from this? He said they will... Well, Wike is the one speaking. He said they're going to prevent the convention
from holding. If they don't dance to his demands.
Well, I suspect that they will weave or activate already woven legal webs and entanglements. There are 2 judgments or thereabout for recognition of of some of the state exco's, that were dissolved or suspended by the national exco. Now, that's one. Then 2, I'm asking myself, when you ask generals, there's a war and there are battles, and you prioritize those battles according to their significance. Is it every battle that Wike will fight to death? There are times you have to tactically retreat, you understand, and reconsider your position, looking at things from a longer term view. But the problem now is that he must win. He's the general, he's the commander-in-chief of that group. He must win for everybody. If he doesn't win for everybody, Fayose is fighting for his own, interest in Ekiti State. Ugwai and all of them, they're fighting for relevance and leadership as former governors and all of that. But can he win, you understand, for all those people, so that he will still continue to be the leader and then have them behind him as commanders and with their own troops too? Okay. Can he win this war? I suspect PDP will go ahead. Convention committee. They held zoning something. That's how they tackled it, opposed it. They sailed. PDP went ahead and zoned. They failed with that one. This one, of course, they will activate legal webs and entanglement for the party. No. I do not know whether it will succeed. considering the fact that the Supreme Court has ruled. And that is why I am still secretary of the party. And I am with Wike's man.
It's Wike's man. And he was at the meeting of the Wike's
yes,
faction.
and that the Supreme Court has ruled that issues of party remains internal affairs of the party. But these were judgments, you understand? Were they judgments before the Supreme Court? So whatever those court rulings are, maybe, I'm not a lawyer, maybe the Supreme Court judgment has overtaken it. Because that is what is likely to be activated, that nullifies people who are going to be representing the party and, and all of that. I do not know the ultimate objective of any politician is to remain relevant. You understand?
Now, with what you said now, I'm asking you, what is the main objective behind all this that Wike is doing?
It is basically...
What does he stand to gain?
It is personal gain.
Which is?
Personal gain.
He wants to remain relevant in Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government,
Yeah.
and he also wants to remain relevant in the opposition party.
It is a measure of indecency on the part of... yes, there's no they tell you there's no morality in politics, you understand? Politics, this is war. War. That's the reality of it. War by every other means, apart from firing guns. Though in Nigeria they fire guns. But real-time politics is war. But when, as a general, you engage in many fierce battles at a time, you will be worn out. You will get weary. And believe you me, I do not know. I do not see a future beyond 2031, 35, 35.
For Nation.
It's not. I don't think it
No,
might be tactical, but not strategic.
Mr. Jacob Mark, former PDP legal advisor, also spoke about the actions of Nation Wike in the PDP. Let's listen to that in 2 minutes now. About 2 minutes.
Sincerely, we can say without any doubt that Wike is not a member of the PDP. He has not attended any meetings of the PDP, and we have not seen him where decisions have been taken. He has not put forward any arguments or any concerns. So we get surprised when he comes on air via various media outlets to say things that are alien to the party, alien to members of the political party, particularly members of NEC, that met a week ago. Wike was not there. And we wonder what or how he thinks he can control the PDP from outside. It's really a wonderful thing. It reminds some of us of the early days of this Uncle Johnson that used to do magic on NTA. I don't understand how you want to play politics without being part of the decision-making process. But you want to take decisions or you want to impose decisions. It is strange. And as regards advising or threatening people like Jonathan, our respected former president, and Peter Obi and others, I really wonder how he manages to think that he's that powerful. Looking at him physically, he's not that strong. And I don't think also that he has something that is bigger than all of us can imagine mentally or psychologically. I don't know where he derives his self-assessment of might to think that he will sit in his mighty office in Abuja or wherever and begin to reel out instructions.
No, that was the voice of Jacob Mark, a former PDP legal advisor, also corroborating some of the things you said earlier about Wike.
Yes.
Sometimes he imagines, what does Wike think he is?
And what does he want? What's the ultimate? You understand?
Goal behind others.
There must... let me make this abundantly clear. The owners, and I keep saying it, because the owners of PDP, they are in the background, they have clearly they have, the moment Bukola Saraki surfaced as the chairman of Reconciliation Committee, I knew that was an activation of processes. I think in the long run, Wike will be decimated. And let me say this, Secretary is fighting for his survival politically within the party. You understand? Maybe he will be appeased. But that position of secretary, the moment, and they know his supporters. Not even supporters now. There was a supporter.
We call it loyalist.
He's loyalist. Even loyalty at a certain point.
Because I wasn't expecting the likes of Sam Anyanwu to be at Wike's meeting yesterday.
But have you heard from him lately?
He didn't say a word.
Aha. So that is telling you.
That's still loyalty to Wike.
It is loyalty, but he's maybe applying wisdom now.
Okay.
And you see Damagum has been honored, and he has been honored, and they use that as a carrot. Okay, substantive chairman of the party till November. So he will be referred to not as a former acting chairman, since 2023. He is now substantive chairman of the party. And the 11 governors speaking with one voice. I don't think 10 of Wike can stand there.
Okay. It's 3 minutes past 10, still on From the Dailies and Solutions at 93.9 FM. We're still talking politics. Let's move away from the PDP and move to the APC now. Now, battle for Buhari's 12.7 million votes. Tinubu Pali's CPC group says revenue target met amid data. But I'm not even talking about the revenue target thing now. I'm talking about the CPC lending, giving their support. Okay, now looking at the account of the Nigerian Tribune, 2027, former CPC leaders declare support for Tinubu's re-election.
Who are they? I know the former governor of Nasarawa is. He wanted to be chairman of the APC too. But was given to Yield Dawa, but he got an appointment before that. Who and who are they, and what is? You see, there are people who have political values, and there are those who have electoral value. Those who will fetch you the votes, and people like El Rufai, who will fetch you political value, and he can talk, he can say things that are not, and make them.
You say you can fetch one a political value.
That's political value.
Okay.
Not electoral value.
Okay. Nasir Rufai can give one.
Yeah, political value. He can talk. He can.
Well, his utterances. Well, maybe let me let you learn.
Yeah, it's some political value. When you think you have an Rufai on your side, you think you have it's a value, political value, but the real value is the electoral value.
Okay.
Where the votes come from. Are these people from CPC? Are they people who command electoral value? Not people who are appearing on television. This is not a television thing.
I get your point.
Go and ask them,
are they that influential when it comes to talking to the people?
Yes,
that are going to
the people that command the votes. These are the people you see at the grassroots. People ask, law. They know the people they ask. If you have seen the operations of the political academy not far from here, you will know.
Malete.
Everywhere.
In those days.
Look, it is the same structure. Law. Yes, once in a while there's a disruption. You understand? Sometimes there's a disruption. But the general thing is the law. And they tell them, when they see an object, there are people know them, they know themselves. And when they have influence, they know. When they are about losing that influence and power, the power of influence, they know. And they are all over the place. In this Oyo State, politicians know who and who where, and the level of the power of their influence. So are these people? That's a former governor does not mean no. You can become a governor without having a political structure. Does the Obasanjo have any political structure? Does he have any? He wrote on the back of the PDM machine. And it was Atiku Abubakar that was in charge of that political machine of late General Shehu Musa Yaradua. And that was why he was put on the ticket, you know. So to have him give him a sense of belonging. That was in spite of the fact that he had been elected a governor of Adamawa way back then. So these are the things. Are the people, but I'm sure the man knows, the president knows, because what he needs are votes. Votes and votes and votes. So I'm sure he will know where to look for the votes. Jonathan had a lot of people on his side, purportedly, including the party chairman of PDP. They collected money and worked against Jonathan. Jonathan was a sorry side. But this is not a Jonathan. This is a Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Okay. Moving to other stories now. Yesterday we spoke about the reactions trailing the utterances of Nasir El-Rufai about the government sponsoring or paying bandits in order to pacify them from striking. The defense headquarters on the front page of The Guardian this morning, it says that defense headquarters denies armed forces supporting payment of criminal groups. And some of these recent utterances by Nasir El-Rufai have generated reactions. People have been reacting to some of the things he's been saying. We played some of the things that Senator Shehu Sani said, and his former political advisor Ben Kure too, who spoke. But Shehu Sani also spoke a lot more about how Nasir El-Rufai, his conduct while the governor of Kaduna State. And another person that spoke is the Khan president, the national president of Khan. We'll listen to him, but let's listen to Senator Shehu Sani talking about what are the things that Nasir El-Rufai did while serving as a governor of Kaduna State then.
Governor Nasir El-Rufai has this sense of entitlement. Wherever he goes, he tells people that he was the one who made Obasani the governor. What people have not asked him is that who made him the governor of Kaduna State? It was none other than Senator Suleiman Hunkui. I know he will not agree that I contributed to him. Keep me aside. Suleiman Hunkui brought him from political obscurity. Nobody knows him in the political realm of Kaduna. He never contested the councillor, local government chairman, House of Reps or Senate. They just brought him from nowhere. Suleiman Hunkui took him to all the political forces and political leaders in Kaduna State, introduced him, handed over his campaign structure to him, and then manipulated the primary elections. So one of the person who was a victim of that manipulation is the present commissioner of local government in Kaduna State, who ought to have been the chairman of the APC at that very time. Primaries were manipulated, and then Isa Ashuru was defeated, and then Nasiru emerged, all within the control and directives of Suleiman Hunkui. And now he delivered him as a governor, to governor of the state. How did they end up? He demolished the house of Hunkui. He sent talks after Hunkui. He made life a living hell for Hunkui. What Nasiru did to Hunkui, Obasani has not done 1% of it to him. And never had any time has Hunkui come publicly to tell the world that he made Nasiru the governor of Kaduna State. Nasiru's time politically has passed. A man who is 65 years, he has achieved all he wants to achieve in life. DGBPE 4 years, minister 4 years, governor 8 years, and then you turn 65. Most of the people who are in the position of authority in Kaduna State, including Obasani, are less than 50-year-old. Most of them are either the age of his children or age of his own younger brothers. And now a 65-year-old man who has been a governor will now climb the roof of a car, passing through a market, waving flags, snapping photos, and posting them on Facebook and Twitter. When you see such a man who is at that age fighting with the age mate of his own children and brothers in Kaduna State, you can only pray for him. He always called Tinubu an old man. What is he himself compared to the people who are? He was a man, when he was in power, he said after office, he is going to go back to school. He's still not in school. He's still struggling for power. He said after office, he's going to go to business. Since he went to Kano and launched one high-tech something, I don't know what it is. He has never talked about it. He's still in politics. He comes to Kaduna at his age with gray hair, with a family, with children that are all adult, occupy responsible position. He is still fighting and struggling with people who are either the age of his children or his younger brothers. So I don't know what he is still looking for. His time has passed. He couldn't make any impact in the by-elections that happened in Zaria and in Kaduna Central. This is to show you, this is an indication that he is already finished politics. He can come to the television and speak, but look at it clearly. Kaduna is an APC and PDP state. If you talk of APC, you have a governor, you have former Governor Ramalanyero, you have former Senator La from Southern Kaduna, and then you have Slima Hunkwi and other respected personalities, all are APC members. When you talk of PDP, you have former Governor McArfi, you have former Namadi Sambo, you have Hayat, you have other people who have occupied. Now, if you talk of Nasir El-Rufai, all of you that are on social media and TV, you know him in Kaduna. Please mention any one politician that you have read or know that is identifying with him in Kaduna State today. So politics is not simply about social. We are all in social media. We are
all right, Senator.
Senator Shehu Sani there describing the man Nasir El-Rufai, but that didn't stop there. Another man, Ben Kure, the man that served under Nasir El-Rufai as his political advisor, also in 2 minutes also described the administration of Nasir El-Rufai as the governor while serving under him there. Let's take a listen.
Let me lay a background information that will guide our discussion. I am a pioneer interim management committee member that set up the APC in Kaduna State. I led the registration of membership in Kaduna State alongside with retired Colonel Abdullah, distinguished Senator M.B. Saleh, and the former member of the House of Representatives representing Brindangwari and Giwa, Honorable Shehu Balarabe. Shehu, it will interest you that Malam Nasir Ahmed El-Rufai, when he came to Kaduna, he came as a greenhorn in politics, without base, without any structure. We were the foot soldiers that ensured that he clinched his ticket and became the governor. Like you rightly said, I was Director General of the campaign in 2015 and in 2019. And in my life, I have never regretted taking actions like following or joining hands to support Malam Nasir Ahmed El-Rufai. It is highly regrettable because he was laundered to us as a nationalist. But what we saw of Malam Nasir El-Rufai under the 8 years of leadership in Kaduna State is nothing but politics of exclusion, politics of discrimination, and the politics of divide and rule. Malam Nasir Ahmed El-Rufai thrives in crisis. When he joins heads, that is when he thrives. So he used religion, he used other means through religion and tribes and sentiments to knock the head so that he can have his way through.
His former political advisor there, Ben Kure. Look at analysis of is Nasir El-Rufai not losing its political value with all this description coming from different angles about him, and he has been the most vocal in the ADC coalition now.
Yes, you heard Shehu Sani there, just validating what I said, that we all love social media, it has political value, and he told us easy margins. And I was just telling you off air that the senator that brought him into Kaduna, Fukui, he demolished the same bulldozer there. And what did they do? They challenged him, not even in Kaduna, in the National Assembly, because he wanted to borrow money. They tell us what he wanted to do. That was where the trouble started. Now, believe you me, I empathize with Malam Nasir Rufai. I empathize with him. His humiliation was near total. I saw him the day he was coming out of the Senate chambers. I don't know how he did not collapse. He was humiliated.
Red in the face.
He was humiliated. And the president wanted him, but the people around the president were able to convince him. In fact, the president had already given him a portfolio, which was power. And El-Rufai had developed a 7-year plan for Nigeria to exit darkness. But it doesn't flow that easily. Ribadu and the chief of staff, Baja, they cooked their story and got the executor in Akpabio to execute and guillotine the man.
And it seemed that Nasir El-Rufai sold his hands when it comes to the crisis, the religious crisis that bedeviled Kaduna State while he was the governor.
The man was just terrible. And you know, this is the dichotomy in Kaduna State. You know, southern Kaduna, and everybody recognized those boundaries. You recall what happened in the days of General Babangida when the southern Kaduna people rose up and took up arms against, and everything goes back into time and history. You know, the conquering of the Hausa states and all of that. So, now, the man just ignored all the sentiments. He even chose his running mate during the second term, not from the southern Kaduna, which is what produces the ballad. He just ignored them, And you had the man say they played politics of religious sentiments and all of that.
Even the chairman of the CAN chairman, Christian Association of Nigeria.
Well, you are not going to hear anything.
Reverend Job.
You will not hear anything.
I have his sound.
You will hear terrible things.
Let's listen for a few minutes. What the CAN chairman, Reverend John Ayab, said about the government or the administration of Nasir El-Rufai as the governor then of Kaduna State.
In 1999, when Nigeria returned to democracy, Alhaji Ahmed Mohamed Makarfi became governor. Many people were still angry with the military juntas. Many people were not yet certain with what democracy was going to bring. There were anger, there were resentment. Somehow, we find ourselves with the Sharia crisis that was not actually a problem of Kaduna, but was imported from Zamfara to Kaduna. Makarfi, in his wisdom, managed it and brought the people together. Then, in 2007, Architect Namadi Sambo came on board as governor. He actually was the one who established what today we call in Kaduna Operation Yaki. He came and launched that to further consolidate security and promote unity. God elevated him to become the Vice President of Nigeria, and Mr. Patrick Ibam Yakowa became governor. He worked to promote that togetherness, to further encourage people to be together. Then death struck, and Yakowa was no more. Ramalan Yero also became governor and did his best to continue to promote unity. In 2015, El-Rufai came. To many of us, we saw him as someone who have read very well, who is exposed, and considering his antecedent as the former minister of the FCT, we had high hope. Unfortunately, it wasn't long. He turned our hope into sorrow. Southern Kaduna became an area where every week you are either burying people 20, 30, or 40. Large number of people were kidnapped. If you even cry out and show concern that things have happened to you, El-Rufai do not have that human sympathy or empathy to show concern. Instead, he will address you badly, he will castigate you and even call you names. Well, he had his tenure and his tenure is over. But this statement he made 2 days ago, he actually started making that statement when he was planning to bring his Muslim ticket to Kaduna. In one of his interviews, precisely in December 2016, he now said that Southern Kaduna were actually 30%. That's why some of us find it very interesting to hear him now saying that Southern Kaduna are 25%. The question here is that which data did he use? Is it the data by the National Population Commission or his self-created data? I had the privilege to be part of the National Population Commission exercise of 2006-2007. I remember very well that when the population figure came out, Southern Kaduna had increased beyond what you can imagine. As I said in my statement, the Kaduna Sharia Committee threatened Namodi Sambo to take MPC to court because they felt that the Southern Kaduna population was more than what in their own thinking it should be. I was even asked to serve in a committee at that time. And I told them I'm not going to serve in a committee. I would prefer we meet them in court so that we can justify our figures. Fortunately for us, they saw reason and they had no reason to continue and backed out. El-Rufai came up with this divisive idea by equating the population of Southern Kaduna with the Muslims in Plateau, because that was the language he used in 2016. He said the Muslims in the Plateau are 30%, just like the Christians in Kaduna are 30%. So if the Muslims in Plateau are not given deputy governor, the Christians in Kaduna State shouldn't be given deputy governor. He deliberately brought that kind of conversation to use it to justify his agenda. Now that he is no more, instead of allowing Kaduna to live in peace and knowing that he had no accurate and credible data, he is still coming back again to further insult the people he allowed to be killed, to further insult the people he allowed to pass through pens, the people he used Kaduna State money to develop one side and abandon them.
The chairman of Christian Association of Nigeria, Reverend John Ayaba, speaking there, also describing the administration of Nasir El-Rufai. The question now is, this is the same El-Rufai that has been castigating the administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, saying that he brought the devil on Nigerians and he will be the one to remove the devil, apparently referring to Mr. President.
You know, it just struck me as you know.
He said it. I brought this devil on Nigerians, and I will be the one to remove it. Look at the way his own administration is being described by different people.
Of course, everybody knows. I call that rude, crude, and uncouth. The refinement you will expect from a but like I said earlier, I empathize with him. The man was thoroughly humiliated. But wisdom dictates that you do not fight back, you know, rapidly when you are not a snake, you know. It's a snake that will fight back rapidly like that. You know, it's behaving like it's another version of Wiki now. But this one is fighting back. This one is fighting for. So, and look at the things the man has been saying. I saw him, you know, I called him a Nostradamus the other day. The man said, I was watching the man and said, there's no pathway from Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He said he will come a distant thought. I say, this man, all these things he's saying, you know, when you are wounded, you go and treat the injury first. And it's not necessary. Look, this is the same man, he's carousing with Atiku Abubakar now. Look at what he wrote about Atiku Abubakar. He said about it, and this was Atiku Abubakar that brought him into the public life. You see, people do not forget these things. It was a part of the PTF. Maybe it's because people are not talking about that anymore. One of these, you know, the people, I played with El-Rufai. These things, you should be careful. Because, look at what SDP said about it. You remember he uttered this statement. He supported SPP for the local government election. And then 1 week after, I said, the SDP structure has been collapsed into the ADC. And the SDP responded and castigated him and told him that he was talking arrant nonsense.
And the presidency had already said it months ago that they have decided to ignore whatever comes out of his mouth because it's coming from the mouth of disgruntled and disappointed, frustrated.
But don't forget, El-Rufai said something about his ethnic nationality. He said, if you are the man, don't forget. So this is about vengeance.
All right, in 2 minutes, comrade, before we wrap up, 2 minutes, the story, states have no excuse not to pay beyond 70,000 Naira minimum wage. NECA, that's the Nigeria Employers Consultative Association, saying that no state has any excuse of not paying beyond 70,000 Naira.
Beyond the minimum wage is also the issue of debt owed retired civil servants. That is weightier than, probably weighty, as weighty at least. I was listening to the national, the state secretary of your NUP and Southwest PRO, Dr. Abato. 80 billion, a geopolitical zone, and I think the Southeast owes as much as 80 billion to pensioners. Thank God for our governor. He started paying his own, when he came in 2019, he has not owed. In fact, if you complete your papers, you're going on retirement. The very first month, you go into retirement, you collect, what do they call that one? That's not gratuity. Pension. You understand? Then the gratuity will follow. And then he started paying. He started paying from years back. So he is not owing from 2019 he came into office. And then he started paying. I think they paid up to 2014 or 15. They should pay pension. But I remember one former governor telling me, I think we was the conversation, he wasn't telling me. And he said, he asked a sitting governor of that particular state there. He said, how are you able to go to bed and sleep? That, that's compassion. How are you able to go to bed and sleep?
With workers on paid and pensioners on paid.
I can't forget one day, buddy, just somewhere around one office complex. As I came out of the house, we were on this, I remember it was a Sunday, very good. And so one woman walked up with me. He said, I'm a teacher, our salaries have not been paid. I felt very sad. I even felt injured because my parents worked as teachers. And those were the glorious days. I felt, so all of these things, they should pay. They should not just pay minimum wage. They should pay what they owe. They should pay. People are, when you don't have the basics, let me tell you, people fall sick. You remember Yoruba say, I say, Baba Ijaya. When you have money, you won't be hungry.
Even when you are sick, when you see money.
When you have an
it has a healing power.
Lack makes people sick. Not sick in the body. You see, when you become sick in the body, it's a manifestation of sickness from the internal. What you will see outside is a product of what is happening inside.
Within.
So, but you pay.
All right, comrade, thank you very much for being a part of the program this morning.
My pleasure riding on this platform, always, brother.
Okay, I've been speaking with the comrade Dailies Adishokbe, and together we've been able to do justice to some of the stories that came out in the papers this morning, and that brings it to the end for today. We'll be back again tomorrow morning for a fresh edition of From the Dailies on your number one radio dial, Solutions and 93, the 9 FM. My name is Ade Damala Lafenwa. Let's go out there and make it another winning Wednesday. Good morning.
The views and opinions expressed in this live broadcast are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the editorial policy of Solutions 93.9 FM.
Sports, entertainment, top 100 music on your Remedy radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial. Unstoppable you, fueling your vitality the whole day through. Embrace each challenge with renewed might. With Supermalt, your performance takes flight.
With 20 essential vitamins, minerals, and nutrients, one Supermalt multivitamin after breakfast every day keeps you going.
I am Malario, the king of malaria parasites. My mission is simple, to take over your body, to cause fever, chills, headache. But one thing stands in my way. Come on, come on, come on.
Effective relief from malaria. Comal on, malaria gone. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult doctor.
Radio is all about information, education, and entertainment.
Maybe that's before now. Solutions 93.9 FM has raised the standard of radio broadcast to preferring solutions in all human angle. 939 FM, the remedy. Ẹ káàárọ̀ nílùú Ìbàdàn. Solutions 93.9 FM.
ṣé Ìbàdàn lẹ mọ̀ ẹ mọ̀ láyìípo àbáwọn nǹkan wo gan lẹ mọ̀ nípa Ìbàdàn tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ mọ̀ ní dáhùn sí gbogbo àwọn ìbéèrè yìí àtàwọn nǹkan míì tó tún gbé yín lọ́kàn nípa Ìbàdàn ẹ jẹ́ á pàdé ní gbogbo ọjọ́rú Wednesday látago 8 sí 9 àṣálẹ́ níléeṣẹ́ rédíò Solutions 93.9 FM ilé àwẹ̀ ní Òkè Àdó Ìbàdàn pẹ̀lú atọ́kùn ètò Adérẹ̀mí Adégbóyèga níbi tí ó ti mọ̀ sàwọn ìtàn Ìbàdàn fún yín lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ ìpele là á kọ́lé ìpele là á káàsẹ̀ ìpele kejì ètò ni ó ti mọ̀ gbà wọn ọmọ bíbí ìlú Ìbàdàn tí wọ́n ti làmìlaka lálejò àtàwọn tí kì í sọmọ bíbí ìlú Ìbàdàn ṣùgbọ́n tí Ìbàdàn ti gbé gẹ́gẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ti mọ̀ wípé Ìbàdàn nílùú tó ń gbé onílé tó ń gbé àlejò tí wọ́n sì mọ̀ dáhùn sáwọn béèrè lọ́lọ́kan òjọ̀kan ètò ìlú Ìbàdàn tó bá dọjọ́ Wednesday láago 8 sí 9 àṣálẹ́ àjọ máa gbádùn ẹ̀.
ẹ tiẹ̀ mọ́ rìn bí mo ṣe ń parí mọ́tò yín gẹ́lẹ́lẹ́ dé o ó yẹ wá yẹ̀wò.
bá a mú kọ́kọ́rọ́. ó ti ẹ̀dá báwọn kọ́kọ́ tó ló ṣe náà rèé kò burú àwọn kọ́kọ́ yóò tó gbẹ̀mí mi màá yà wábì kan tà sí.
kò tí ì lè tó bẹ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ mi bóyá kí wọn náà mọ fetí ṣètò alákọ̀wé ọ̀tọ̀ ló bá bọ́ lọ́wọ́ ogun fòníkú fọláńdé tí ń bọ́kọ̀ rẹ̀ fínra níkànnì Solutions 93.9 FM níbi tẹ́ẹ̀ ti láǹfààní láti kọ́ nípa onírúurú ìṣòro tó lè máa da ọkọ̀ láàmú tẹ́ẹ̀ sì láǹfààní láti máa béèrè ìbéèrè lọ́dọ̀ àwọn akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ ìbò ń pè ní auto expert ìbẹ́ẹ̀ ti mọ̀ pé béèyàn bá nímọ̀ nípa nǹkan ayé kọ̀ mọ́ fi jẹun ni alákọ̀wé ọ̀tọ̀ ní gbogbo ọjọ́rú Wednesday láti aago 4 títí di aago 5 rọ̀lẹ́ ní kẹ́ ti máa pàdé ọmọ yín ọ̀rẹ́ yín Fatima Abdulkadri Adùfẹ́ Adé níkànnì Solutions 93.9 FM alákọ̀wé ọ̀tọ̀ àǹfààní láti ní ìmọ̀ nípa ọkọ̀.
Túndé ti dé o ọmọ Adédọ́kun.
àwa olólùfẹ́ ìfẹ́ ẹlẹ́ni ìfẹ́ ẹ̀ta ìfẹ́ ẹ̀ta nífẹ́ ìlú nífẹ́ ẹ̀yà bàbá ń fìfẹ́ bára ẹni lò inú ilé ó dùn ìlú ó gún régé àwa olólùfẹ́ lẹ́tọ̀ pẹ̀lú èmi ọmọ yín ọ̀rẹ́ yín olólùfẹ́ yín Túndé Adédòkun ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ pàdé lọ́jọ́ Wednesday ọ̀sẹ̀ yìí láago 10 sáago 1 òru ìpele lẹ́tọ̀ yìí ìpele àkọ́kọ́ la ti ń fọ̀rọ̀ fẹ́ jẹ́wọ̀ tí gbogbo èèyàn sì mọ̀ dá sí i ìpele kejì la pè ní má sunkún mọ́ nínú ìrìn àjò ìfẹ́ rẹ ìpele kẹta lórí ètò àwọn olólùfẹ́ láti sọ̀rọ̀ bùsùn láago 12 sáago 1 òru fún ìkéde àti ìpolówó ọjà ẹ pè mí sórí nọ́mbà yìí 080 69 78 97 95 àwa olólùfẹ́ àjọ máa gbọ́ ni.
ìdílé tó ti fẹ́ dàrú ètò olólùfẹ́ àtúnṣe.
kágbàdo tó dáyé nǹkan kan lẹ́dìẹ̀ ń jẹ kó tó dàsìkò yìí àti àwọn ọmọ ìsìn yìí tó ń tóní ìsìn tí wọ́n ń gbọ́ nǹkan kan làwọn bàbá wa ń gbọ́ láyé àtijọ́. orin àgbà níkànnì ti Solutions 93.9 FM pẹ̀lú Adédàmọ́lá Láfẹnwá tí gbogbo wa mọ̀ sí Láfì ní gbogbo ọjọ́bọ̀ Thursday láti máa gbọ́ àwọn orin John lóríṣiríṣi látòrí Haruna Ibà Gani àgbà. padà sórí Yusuf Ọlátúnjí.
ẹsẹ̀ tẹ́ pé wọ́n dé láfi rí o.
Àyìnlá Ọmọwúrà.
ìpàgùn gọjọ alẹ́ o.
àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. orin àgbà níkànnì ti Solutions 93.9 FM pẹ̀lú Láfì ní gbogbo ọjọ́bọ̀ Thursday látàgò 10 alẹ́ ni o títí dago 12 gbẹ̀rẹ̀. ẹ̀yin náà láǹfààní àti pè wọlé láti béèrè fún orin John tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́. ìyẹn ni pé lọ́jọ́bọ̀ Thursday yìí níbi gẹ̀rẹ̀jẹ̀ tá à ń bá gbàlagbà láàmú darapọ̀ mọ́ Láfì láago 10 sí 12 alẹ́. orin àgbà níkànnì ti Solutions 93.9 FM ẹ má gbàlé àgbàní ń gbani.
ẹ ṣí biribiri kẹ́bọ̀ mi o iwájú lọ́la kan yé wà mí lọ ẹ̀yìn lọ́la kan yé wà mí lọ.
pín kálukú níṣẹ́. Ọ̀bángíjí ọba Èdùmàrè ló pín kálukú níṣẹ́. Èdùmàrè adé o. Èdùmàrè adé o. Àwa dé bàbá, àwa dé ọmọ, àwa dé ẹ̀mí mímọ́, àwa dé bàbá. Bàbá wa tí ń bẹ lí ọ̀run, ọ̀wọ̀ ní forúkọ rẹ, ìfẹ́ tirẹ̀ ní ká ṣe láyé o, bí wọ́n ti ń ṣe lọ́run. Olúwa ń bẹ, ènìyàn ń bẹ, agbára ń bẹ lọ́wọ́ Olúwa. Bàbá wa tí ń bẹ lí ọ̀run, ọ̀wọ̀ ní forúkọ rẹ, ìfẹ́ tirẹ̀ ní ká ṣe láyé o, bí wọ́n ti ń ṣe lọ́run. Olúwa ń bẹ, ènìyàn ń bẹ, agbára ń bẹ lọ́wọ́ Olúwa.
Solutions 93.9 FM Àwẹ̀ní House Òkè Àdó Ìbàdàn àwa lọ́nà àbáyọ.
Dárí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wa jì wá, bá ti ń dáríjà wọn tó ṣẹ̀ wá, má fà wá sínú ìdẹ̀wò, àwa lọ́wọ́ bìlísì. Olúwa ń bẹ, ènìyàn ń bẹ, agbára ń bẹ lọ́wọ́ Olúwa. Dárí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wa jì wá, bá ti ń dáríjà wọn tó ṣẹ̀ wá, má fà wá sínú ìdẹ̀wò, alọ́wọ́ bìlísì. Olúwa ń bẹ, ènìyàn ń bẹ, agbára ń bẹ lọ́wọ́ Olúwa. Mi ò rí irú Elédùmarè láyé, èmi ò rí irú Ọlọ́run ọba o. Mi ò rí irú Elédùmarè láyé, mi ò rí irú Ọlọ́run ọba o.
Solutions 93.9 FM Àwẹ̀ní House Òkè Àdó Ìbàdàn àwa lọ́nà àbáyọ.
Mo wòkè mo wò sálẹ̀, mi ò rí irú Elédùmarè láyé, mi ò rí irú Elédùmarè láyé, mi ò rí irú Ọlọ́run ọba o. Mi ò rí irú Elédùmarè láyé, mi ò rí irú Ọlọ́run ọba o. Ó fún wa ní jíjẹ, ó sì tún fún mọ̀ pé lérè ni wá. Gbogbo aráyé ló mọ̀ pé lérè ni wá. Ìbùkún bẹ, ìbùkún bẹ, ìbùkún bẹ, ìbùkún bẹ lọ́dọ̀ bàbá wa mímọ́. Ìbùkún bẹ lọ́dọ̀ bàbá wa lókè. Gbogbo aráyé ló mọ̀ pé lérè ni wá. Gbogbo aráyé ló mọ̀ pé lérè ni wá. Ìbùkún bẹ, ìbùkún bẹ, ìbùkún bẹ. Ìbùkún bẹ lọ́dọ̀ bàbá wa mímọ́. Ìbùkún bẹ lọ́dọ̀ bàbá wa lókè. Kó nawọ́, kó nawọ́, kó nawọ́, kó nawọ́, kó nawọ́, ènìyàn lọ́hùn kó nawọ́.
Solutions 93.9 FM àwẹ̀ ní àwòsàn òkè àdó Ìbàdàn àwa lọ́nà àbáyọ.
Má ronú ọ̀rẹ́ má ronú Olúwa ló lè ṣe o owó sì lè ní o owó lè dé lọ́la o owó lè dé lọ́la o ṣùgbọ́n.
Solutions 93.9 FM àwẹ̀ ní àwòsàn òkè àdó Ìbàdàn àwa lọ́nà àbáyọ.
Má ronú ọ̀rẹ́ má ronú Olúwa ló lè ṣe o owó sì lè ní o owó lè dé lọ́la o owó lè dé lọ́la o ṣùgbọ́n.
Solutions 93.9 FM àwẹ̀ ní àwòsàn òkè àdó Ìbàdàn àwa lọ́nà àbáyọ.
ọ̀kan ṣoṣo làjànàkú tí fi ń mi gbó kìjikìji. ìkànnì Solutions 93.9 FM laraba láàrin àwọn ìkànnì yòókù. gbọ́ bó ṣe ń dún tó lálẹ́ ọba ní kò ṣeé má tẹ́tí sí. wọ àwọn ìjòyè ṣe ń ṣe kárò ó lè fọba. Solutions 93.9 FM ó tàn mọ́lẹ̀ yòó. a lè ṣe ká má gbọ́ fún ìròyìn tó kójú owó ọ̀rọ̀ òṣèlú àtàwọn ètò tó ń wọ́nà àbáyọ sí gbogbo àwọn ibi tó kù díẹ̀ fún. Solutions 93.9 FM ọba ní ó láàrin àwọn ọ̀kànnì ṣá máa tàn mọ́lẹ̀.
máa yí kúrò fílẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. Solutions 93.9 FM lẹ́gbọ́n yẹn.
Solutions 93.9 FM àwẹ̀ní àòsòkè àdó Ìbàdàn àwọn àlọ́nà àbáyọ.
kò múra o má fàrọ̀ ṣeré lórí alẹ́ rẹ o ìṣẹ́ra jẹ́ máa lé ọ̀rẹ́ mi kò múra o má fàrọ̀ ṣeré lórí alẹ́ rẹ o. ọ̀rẹ́ mi dákun iṣẹ́ ìrajẹ́ lè ń mú tán iṣẹ́ ìrajẹ́ màmá lé àjẹ́ mọ̀ kan pa ọ̀rẹ́ mi dákun yé iṣẹ́ ìrajẹ́ máa lé o dákun máa ronú sẹ́ni kájápá mọ́tò mọ́ tán iṣẹ́ ìrajẹ́ máa lé ọ̀rẹ́ mi kò múra o má bàrọ̀ jẹrẹ lórí alẹ́ rẹ o iṣẹ́ ìrajẹ́ máa lé ọ̀rẹ́ mi kò múra o má bàrọ̀ tẹ́rẹ́ lórí alẹ́ rẹ̀ o. ẹja dàrọ̀ múra nítorí ọjọ́ alẹ́. ẹja dàrọ̀ múra lórí alẹ́ wa. nígbà tá a bá dàgbà tá a bá darúgbó. tọwọ́ ránṣẹ́ mọ́ o. ó ń tá a bá jẹ láàrọ̀ lọ́wọ́ máa jẹ o. ọ̀rẹ́ mi iṣẹ́ ńlá jẹ máa lé ọ̀rẹ́ mi kò múra o. má bàrọ̀ tẹ́rẹ́ lórí alẹ́ rẹ̀ o. iṣẹ́ ìrajẹ́ màmá lé tẹ pamọ́ tẹ́ lówùrọ̀ kùtù ìmọ̀sán iṣẹ́ ìrajẹ́ màmá lé ọ̀rẹ́ mi kò múra o má fàrọ̀ ṣeré torí alẹ́ rẹ o iṣẹ́ ìrajẹ́ màmá lé ọ̀rẹ́ mi kò múra o má fàrọ̀ ṣeré torí alẹ́ rẹ o tó bá ti gbá gbogbo iṣẹ́ sáré sí iṣẹ́ o tó bá lọ wọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́yìn. bóyá wá sí mi tó bá fàárọ̀ tí rí ojú alẹ́ kọ́ ọ̀rẹ́ mi o alẹ́ ló má jó alẹ́ rere ń bẹ o ọ̀rẹ́ mi o iṣẹ́ ńlá ti máa lé ọ̀rẹ́ mi tó ń mú un lọ o má fàárọ̀ tí rí lórí alẹ́ rẹ o. Jẹ́màlé ọ̀rẹ́ mi tó múra o má bàrọ̀ ṣeré lórí alẹ́ rẹ o. Èrè ọ̀rẹ́ mi mo fẹ́ sọ kankan kékeré o ìtàn tí mo fẹ́ sọ kò tẹ́ tí mo gbọ́ nígbà tí mo wà ní kékeré lábẹ́ òbí mi o mo ronú pé mo fẹ́ kọ́lé mo fẹ́ ra mọ́tò mo fẹ́ níyàwó tó dára o mo fẹ́ bímọ rẹpẹtẹ o. Mo sọ fún màmá mi mo tún sọ fún bàbá mi mo fẹ́ wájẹ́ lẹ o sọ́nà ìdálẹ̀ o. màmá mi ó súre fún mi wípé o ilé ọmọ mi ó wà lọ wà bọ̀ bàbá mi ó súre fún mi wípé o ó ní àyùbá o lọ́wọ́ yẹnu ọ̀rẹ́ mi o iṣẹ́ ńlá ń tẹ̀ bàmí lé ọ̀rẹ́ mi kò múra o má pààrọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ lórí alẹ́ rẹ̀ o.
Solutions 93.9 FM Àwẹ̀ní House Òkè Àdó Ìbàdàn àwa lọ́nà àbáyọ.
ó wá dágbére fún mọ̀mọ́ bọ́yá wọ́n yóò yẹ wá. ó di ìgbó ṣe bàbá ó di ìgbó ṣe mo forí lé o ìlú tí wò mọ̀ ní rárá mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí wáyé ìgbò ohun tí ò sọ̀rọ̀ tí mo ń wá kiri ajé òkú kúrú sọ alámọ̀láyé mo wáyé ó lè sọ pé òrò kí n mọ́ sọ gbogbo olóró tí ó ti lọ rí ìrí ìyálé mi ó ti Kaduna ó di nínú ara mi àwọn ọmọ náà ẹ̀rẹ́dẹ̀ pani tó fi dé Sókótó tó fi dé Múmbì ẹ̀yìn tó fi dé Yọ́lá o tó fi dé Mẹ́dúgùrí Bauchi tó pè sí wá gbọ́n ibi mo wá dé ní iṣẹ́ ìrajé ìgbọ̀n mi mo tún gbéra o mo padà ilé olúwẹ̀ mo wájẹ́ kìíní mo tún kára wa ó ní ìgboro tó mọ́ jọ́ mo tún lè kó ara mi ẹ wá wáyé o kò sí ibi tí ó mọ̀ nílé nítorí pé mò ń wájẹ́ mo fọpẹ́ fọlọ́run ó jẹjẹ mi nílé o àjẹjì ẹ nílé bá mi sàmì àjẹ iṣẹ́ ń gbàjẹ́ màá lé ọ̀rẹ́ mi tó múra o má bàrọ̀ jẹrẹ lórí alẹ́ rẹ o. nígbà tí mo ṣiṣẹ́ tí mo lágùn rẹpẹtẹ oríṣiríṣi ìròyìn tí ò ṣe fẹ́ràn sọ̀rọ̀ ni mo rí ìyá tó jẹ ló ń jolówó ń jolówó kó tó lówó lọ́wọ́ ìyá náà pọ̀ kò ṣe fẹ́ràn sọ mo láyà mo bí mọ́ inú mi dùn wá mo láṣọ bóra mo wá kọrí sílé màmá mo dé o bàbá mo dé o ilé ìdá sí ọṣẹ ẹ wáyà mi ẹ wọmọ mi wọ́n torí ilé o ènìyàn bòlí o ó bòlí lára ó jẹjọ lọ èèyàn bòlí o ó bòlí ó jẹjọ lọ. ọmọ mi bò mí o ènìyàn borí lára ó já sọlọ ènìyàn borí lára ó já sọlọ àyà mi bò mí o ènìyàn borí lára ó já sọlọ ọmọ mi bò mí yóò borí lára ó já sọlọ àyà mi bò mí o ènìyàn borí lára ó já sọlọ ọmọ mi bò mí.
Solutions 93.9 FM Àwẹ̀ní House Òkè Àdó Ìbàdàn àwa lọ́nà àbáyọ.
àyà mi bò mí o ènìyàn borí lára ó já sọlọ ọmọ mi bò mí o ènìyàn borí lára ó já sọlọ. ènìyàn borí lára ó já sọlọ àyà mi bò mí o ènìyàn borí lára ó já sọlọ ọmọ mi bò mí o ènìyàn borí lára ó já sọlọ ọmọ mi bò mí o èyí o ọ̀rẹ́ mi kájẹ pamọ́jẹ́ lówùrọ̀ o lọ́mùyé àwọn àyà mi bò mí o ènìyàn borí lára ó já sọlọ àwọn ọmọ mi bò mí o ènìyàn borí lára ó já sọlọ àwọn àyà mi bò mí o ènìyàn borí lára ó já sọlọ àyà mi bò mí o. mọ̀ mi bómi o.
Ó kanlẹ̀ gbọ̀ngbọ̀ngbọ̀n. Solutions FM 93.9.
ọ̀kan ṣoṣo làjànàkú tí fi ń mi gbó kìjikìji ìkànnì Solutions 93.9 FM lárabà láàrin àwọn ìkànnì yòókù gbọ́ bó ṣe ń dún tó lálẹ́ ọba ní kò ṣe é má tẹ́tí sí wo àwọn ìjòyè ṣe ń ṣe kárò ó lè fọba. Solutions 93.9 FM ó tàn mọ́lẹ̀ yòó a lè ṣe ká má gbọ́ fún ìròyìn tó kójú owó ọ̀rọ̀ òṣèlú àtàwọn ètò tó ń wọ́nà àbáyọ sí gbogbo àwọn ibi tó kù díẹ̀ fún Solutions 93.9 FM ọ̀bàníọ́ láàrin àwọn ọ̀kànnì ṣá máa tàn mọ́lẹ̀.
wọ́n gbẹ́ kòtò sílẹ̀ wọ́n jẹ́ nílé lórí wọ́n ní ká wá súnlé.
ẹ kú ojúmọ́.
ìrọ̀lẹ́ pa bí pẹ́pẹ́ yẹ bá
ó tójọ́ méjì ó tójọ́ mẹ́ta.
mi ní òkè ṣu ìkọ̀rí ọjà.
Àkàndé ẹ má bínú ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wa ó yẹ ká lọ fara nísinmi díẹ̀. Bàbá ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún bí ọdún kan ó yẹ ká tiẹ̀ lọ ìsinmi bí ọ̀sẹ̀ mélòó kan ohun tó fanu. Ẹ kú ojúmọ́ ẹ káàárọ̀ lọ́ọ̀dẹ̀ yìí o ẹ káàárọ̀ o mú kí wa o.
ó dára o ó dára o ó dára o.
Mo kí wa nílé lóko lọ́nà òdì àti ibi gbogbo tí a ti ń láǹfààní àti mọ́ gbọ́ ètò yìí. Sẹkítírìàtì ẹ̀yin aráàlú. Mo kí Abbas Ìṣọ̀lá Abbasila Balógun akọ̀ròyìn eré ìdárayá. Bákan náà ni mo kí Gbénga ọmọ ìyá tíṣà. Ẹ kú ìdílé mú o bẹ́ẹ̀ náà bá lọ àwọn náà láti dílé mú o. Wọ́n ṣe dáadáa wọ́n dòdì mú wọ́n dílé mú mo kí yín ẹ kú ìdílé mú ẹ kú dòdì mú o. A tún ti dé lónìí bá a ṣe dé lórí ètò yìí Arógundádé nìran bàbá mi Arówódádé lèmi ń jẹ́ o Túndé Adédòkun ló kọ tèmi. Ó ti bá mo kíwọ náà o mo sì kí ìyá wa fún mi Chima ẹ ṣeun gan o ẹ kú àǹfààní.
Olúwa owó bàbá.
Thanks for the opportunities ma.
ọmọ tàbí oníyàn kò rí.
Ṣẹ́rí láàárọ̀ yìí lórí ètò yìí èmi àti yín á wo àwọn nǹkan kan tó ṣe pàtàkì fún wa láti wò tí ń lọ lọ́wọ́ tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ nílùú báyìí. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn Circular Road tẹ́ bá ń gbọ́ mi ẹ lè pe personal line mi lórí ètò yìí kí n sì gbé yín sórí afẹ́fẹ́. Ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ wọ́n ní pé wọ́n tún ti ń san second batch third batch ṣé wọ́n ti san fún yín. Tí wọ́n bá ti san ẹ kí wọn pé wọ́n ṣe o ẹ kí wọn pé wọ́n ṣe o. Níjọ́ ní tí wọ́n ń wó ilé àwọn èèyàn tó gbóná lára wọn jẹ́njẹ́n àwa yìí kan náà la lọ sáwọn agbègbè yìí ibi tí àwọn èèyàn ti fi ẹ̀hónú ọkàn wọn hàn. Bí wọ́n dẹ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ fi hàn báyìí ò ní a gbé ìgbésẹ̀ pàápàá lé lórí. A gbé ìgbésẹ̀ pàápàá tí wọ́n ń ṣe ní pápá ká má bàa farapa lé lórí. Agbérapá lọ sáwọn agbègbè yẹn àwọn èèyàn fẹ̀hónú wọn hàn. Àwọn kan aláìmọ̀kànmọ̀kàn wọ́n rò pé bóyá à ń dojú ìjà kọjọba ni. Mo mọ̀ wípé iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n gbélé iṣẹ́ rédíò sílẹ̀ fún làwa ń ṣe. Àwa à ń tẹ̀lé ìlànà tó gbé iṣẹ́ ìgbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ tó gbé kalẹ̀. Wọ́n ń dá wọn lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ń gbà yẹn wípé these are the ethics of broadcasting. Ṣùgbọ́n ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ wọ́n gbé ìgbésẹ̀ lórí gbogbo àwọn ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ yẹn. Wọ́n gbé ìgbésẹ̀ akin. Wọ́n ti sanwó fáwọn ìsí àkọ́kọ́ that is first batch wọ́n ti sanwó fún ìsí àkọ́kọ́. Àwọn ìsí kejì ó ní a gbọ́ pé wọ́n ti ń sanwó tí wọ́n bá wá ti sanwó ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ̀ tí wọ́n bá ti sanwó ẹ pè kẹ́ ẹ kí ìjọba àbẹ́yìn náà lẹ́sà ń wá bí yìí ẹ sì wá ń bí ń jẹjọ pẹ̀lú Olúwagbémiga Àjàyí ọmọ ìyá tíṣà. A mọ̀ ṣàkíyèsí pé Ìbàdàn mọ̀ tún ti ń dọ̀tí díẹ̀díẹ̀. àbí Ìbàdàn fẹ́ mọ́ dọ̀tí díẹ̀díẹ̀ Ìbàdàn tó ti ń dọ̀tí díẹ̀díẹ̀ o. Sẹkítẹ́ríàtì àwọn aráàlú la wà yìí. Ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ẹ kú iṣẹ́ tàbí ibi títẹ̀ ń ṣe ẹ kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun tẹ̀ ń ṣe. Gbogbo èèyàn tán fẹ́ kí ìjọba Ìbàdàn máa dọ̀tí gbogbo yín mo fọlọ́run bẹ̀ yín ẹ jẹ́ ká tún àyíká wa ṣe. Ṣé rí àwọn gbangba títì tí wọ́n gbé goro sí tó bá ṣeé ṣe tíjọba bá lè rí àwọn ibi tí ó bá farasin díẹ̀ tí wọ́n lè gbé àwọn goro yẹn sí kò bá dáa. Àwọn tó ń gbé àwọn ìdọ̀tí yìí wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ gan o ṣùgbọ́n láwọn ìgbà míì ń bẹ tílẹ̀ ó ti kún kí wọ́n tó débẹ̀ tán. Ẹ̀wò lè ti ń bẹ ń gbangba challenge yẹn ká wá gbọ́ pé àwọn àjòjì wa ń bọ̀ wá lù ú ẹ mọ̀ pé challenge wọn kọ́kọ́ dé sí wọn mọ̀ rí òbítíbitì ilẹ̀ ńbẹ̀ kì í ṣe nǹkan gidi. Bá dé ibẹ̀ Sunday ńgbà míì ẹ rí òbítíbitì ilẹ̀. Afọlọ́ǹbẹ̀ yẹn ẹjọ́ o. Mo fẹ́ kí ìjọba kí wọ́n ṣe àbẹ̀wò sí àwọn ibùdókọ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan. Àwọn tí wọ́n rí sí ìgbòkègbodò ọkọ̀ ẹ ṣe àbẹ̀wò sáwọn ibùdókọ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan. Olúwaṣeun Àkànmú ńlẹ́ o. Ó ṣojú ó sẹ́yìn bàbá rẹ̀ ọmọ ó ṣojú yóò sẹ́yìn tiẹ̀ náà o. Ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀ ń rí sí ọ̀rọ̀ mọ́tò gbogbo ẹ ṣàbẹ̀wò sí àwọn gáràjì káàkiri nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó gbogbo Nàìjíríà ẹ máa ṣàbẹ̀wò síbẹ̀. Onímọ́tò tó bá fẹ́ tí ń travel tí ò bá ní kíná tí ń pè é tí ò ní extra tire ẹ sọ fún wọn ètí táyà rẹ bá ti lá ẹ sọ fún wọn. Àwọn èèyàn ń wò bí ìlú ṣe rí wípé gbogbo nǹkan wọn lọ́tún lósì wọ́n manage kò sì yẹ wọ́n mọ́ manage lórí ọ̀rọ̀ mọ́tò. Àkàndé tí ò bá ní tí mo rí ajá mi gbó tí ò bá ní tí mo rí àgbò mi yìí ṣàdédé kan o. Ẹ gbìyànjú àti ṣe àbẹ̀wò sí wọn ẹ tún dá wọn lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Ẹ̀yin park managers park management gbogbo ẹ gbìyànjú ẹ jẹ́ kí ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ yín kó tún máa kún sí lóòrèkóòrè. Mo kí àwọn park management ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ẹ̀ ń ṣiṣẹ́ gan o. Tẹ́ bá dé àwọn gáràjì nísìnyí ẹ rí i pé àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ wọn ò múra tí wọ́n máa neat. Ẹ lè rí i kí wọ́n máa mú gbó wọ́n máa mu sìgá ń gáràjì mọ́ tàbí ń ta pàrágà àti ìrí tẹ́yìn bá rí níbì kankan ẹ lè pè kẹ́ ẹ sọ o ṣùgbọ́n mi ò tí ì rí. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ibi tó kù díẹ̀ sí ni àwọn maintenance ṣe rí àwọn mọ́tò kan bẹ tí ò yẹ wọ́n máa fi ná ọ̀nà jíjìn mọ́ tí wọ́n sì fi ná ọ̀nà jíjìn. Àwọn mọ́tò kan bẹ tó jẹ́ pé ó tiẹ̀ yẹ wọ́n ti gbé kúrò lórí ọ̀dà gan tàbí wọ́n advise ẹni tó ní pé lọ tún mọ́tò yìí ṣe kó wọ standard báyìí kó wọ taste báyìí tí èrò míì bá wọnú mọ́tò tán tí mọ́tò gbéra lẹ́rìí pé jẹ̀gẹ̀jẹ̀gẹ̀ ni Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ ká rógun accident mọ́tò míì gan tí accident bá ṣẹlẹ̀ síìtì rẹ̀ ò dúró dáadáa síìtì gan ni ó ká àwọn èèyàn lẹ́sẹ̀ ẹ̀rí tí mọ́tò míì ó la accident pé ó forí sọ nǹkan àwọn tí mẹ́mbì ọ̀yẹ́ wọn ó kú ṣùgbọ́n àwọn síìtì inú rẹ̀ ọ̀dá yóò ti lọ gún ẹlòmíì láyà yóò ti gún ẹlòmíì lọ́rùn yóò ti ìgbà tí ò dúró dáadáa tó ti jẹ́ pé yẹ̀gẹ̀jẹ̀gẹ̀jẹ̀gẹ̀jẹ̀gẹ̀ ní gbogbo ẹ̀ rí àwọn tá à ń sọ nìyẹn Secretariat aráàlú ìkànnì Solutions 939 FM ẹ jẹ́ n polówó ọjà mò ń bọ̀.
Solutions 93.9 FM àwẹ̀ní àwòsàn kíadó Ìbàdàn àwa
tí wọ́n bá sọ pé ìlera lọ́rọ̀ kì í máa ṣọ̀rọ̀ àwàdà láti wá wà lálàáfíà bíi tẹyẹ olóńgó àǹfààní ti dé fún gbogbo wa lọ́dọ̀ alárápẹ́ ọláìmọ̀ oníṣan mẹ́sàn-án èyíkéyìí ìṣòro iṣan ara tó fi mọ́ tegungun ara tó ń ranni lẹ́yìn ìjàmbá oríkèéríkèé ara tó ń roni apá àtẹsẹ̀ tí ò ṣeé gbé kéèyàn ó má lè rìn látòpó náà kan sẹ́kejì tó fi mọ́ ìgbàrúkọ pẹ̀lú ọwọ́ àtẹsẹ̀ tó ń kúrìrì ká máa ní pajápajá lóòrèkóòrè ká máa ṣẹ̀yọ́ láìmọye ìgbà kílẹ̀ ó tó mọ́ àìróorun sùn àìlèṣedéédé lọ́dọ̀ olólùfẹ́ ni ojú tí ò ríran kedere tó wò bàìbàì àyà tó ń lù kìkì iṣan ara ló ń fẹ́ àmójútó èyíkéyìí àìsàn tó bá ń darí láàmú lágọ̀ọ́ ara ẹ kàn sí alárápẹ́ ọláìmọ̀ oníṣan mẹ́sàn-án láti fi ìmọ̀ ewé àti gbò àwọn bàbá wa tó fi mọ́ ìrírí wọn ṣàmójútó àìsàn tó ń ṣe ní lágọ̀ọ́ ara kódà ẹ̀rọ ìgbàlódé ń bẹ tá a fi ṣàyẹ̀wò tí ó sọ gangan ibi tí àìsàn lúgọ sí lágọ̀ọ́ ara lẹ́yìn rẹ̀ ni wọ́n ṣe ìtọ́jú tó péye fún yín ẹ kàn sí alárápẹ́ ọláìmọ̀ oníṣan mẹ́sàn-án ní number 1 Lodge Street beside Amazing Grace School Òkè Àdó Ìbàdàn ẹ sì lè máa pe 081-388-55308 lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí 081-388-55308 àìsàn ò ní dá wa lágbálẹ̀ alárápẹ́ ọláìmọ̀ oníṣan mẹ́sàn-án dúró dè wá. Living Proof Supermarket àràgbá yamuyamu ilé ìtajà ìgbàlódé ló tún fàsìkò yìí dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo oníbàárà wa fún ìbádòwòpọ̀ lóòrèkóòrè ẹ ṣé àdúpẹ́ o àwa gan tún ṣe ní ìlérí wípé a ò ní já yín kulẹ̀ nígbà kọ̀ọ̀kan ẹ má wàá gbàgbé wípé bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń bá wa ra ọjà láì tẹ̀tì ni customer loyalty point yín ga sí láti tún gba shopping vouchers pẹ̀lú àwọn oríṣiríṣi ẹ̀bùn tó jọjú gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ wá ń fẹ́ láti rà ló ti wà lójú kan ní gbogbo ẹ̀ka ilé ìtajà Living Proof Supermarket Pinnacle Building Fẹ́lẹ́lẹ̀ Ìbàdàn Old Marchant Pharmacy Lee City University tó fi mọ́ Total Filling Station Mọ̀lété àtèyí tó wà ń Bódìjà pẹ̀lú èyí tó wà lẹ́bàá Capital Kitchen àdójúkọ Asalam Schools Akala Expressway Olúyọ̀lé Extension Ìbàdàn àtẹ̀káwa tuntun tó wà ní Ayétòrò Òṣogbo bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń fẹ́ lẹ́ọ̀ṣẹ̀ rírà ní Living Proof Supermarket fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ ẹ pè 081-8888-7120 081-8888-7120 Living Proof Supermarket ọ̀rẹ́ oníbàárà ní tòótọ́.
With 20 essential vitamins, minerals, and nutrients, one Supermalt multivitamin after breakfast every day keeps you going.
Solutions 93.9 FM lẹ́gbọ́n yẹn. káàbọ̀ padà. Ìrírí àwọn èèyàn pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ gáràjì ó ní mo sọ yẹn ṣe rí àwọn gáràjì ń ṣe dáadáa àgàgà lọ́yọ̀ state wọ́n ń ṣe dáadáa ẹ bá wa gbóríyìn fún ẹni tó jẹ́ ọ̀gá àgbà pátápátá wọn ọ̀gá àgbà wọn pátápátá máa gbóríyìn fún. Bákan náà ni a gbóríyìn fún gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n jẹ́ ìsọmọgbé wọn wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ dáadáa. Kíyàn tó kọ̀ǹtró àwọn bọ́ìsì débi pé kò ní sí pé wọ́n mú gbó gáràjì ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́ gáràjì wọn wà hùwà gidi sí yín ẹ wá dé gáràjì wọ́n wá ń ṣe gbàṣàwò tí ò dáa sí yín no. Kíyàn tó lè kọ̀ǹtró wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ kí ìwà wọn tí wọ́n wà ní gáràjì kó tó lè dàbí ìwà àwọn alákọ̀wé tá à ń rí bá a ṣe ń rí wọn nísìnyí iṣẹ́ ni wọ́n ṣe. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ bá wa fún àwọn dẹ́rẹ́bà yín àtàwọn dìónà ní ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ dáadáa. Ẹ jẹ́ kí standard àti structure ẹ jẹ́ kó wà fún àwọn mọ́tò tí wọ́n bá máa fi gbé èrò ní gáràjì yín. O gbọ́dọ̀ ní nǹkan báyìí. Mọ́tò rẹ bọ́dì rẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ wà ní standard báyìí tí bọ́dì mọ́tò rẹ̀ ọba ti sí ní standard yẹn ẹ má jẹ́ ó gbèrò tí ẹ́ńjìn mọ́tò rẹ̀ ọba ti sí láwọn standard kan ẹ má jẹ́ kó gbèrò ní gáràjì. nínú òjò tá a wà yìí àwọn àdúgbò kan ń bẹ tó jẹ́ pé nǹkan ò sọmọ́nà fún wọn pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ ojú ọ̀nà wọn wọ́n pọ̀ gan gbogbo àwọn tó ń gbé ní Atẹ́rẹ́ tipa garage nǹkan yẹn ojú ọ̀nà yẹn ò sọmọ́nà.
tó o bá fẹ́ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ omi ló máa lò.
irú àwọn ẹ̀bùn olúwa tóbi nísìnyí Apẹtẹ làwọn ń gbé Apẹtẹ ti yọ kùlùlù ní tiwọn. Àìsà àti Ayọ̀mídé àdúgbò wọn ò dáa ojú ọ̀nà wọn ò dáa ní tiwọn. ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ẹ bá wa improve àwọn ọ̀nà ẹsẹ̀ kùkú. màá fi ojú òpó síta báyìí gbogbo àwọn àdúgbò yìí tẹ́ bá fẹ́ kí ìjọba ó ṣe fún yín mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ sọ tàbí tẹ́ bá fẹ́ kí ìjọba ó ṣe fún yín tíjọba ti wá ń ṣe lọ́wọ́ tàbí tí wọ́n ti ṣe ẹ sọ yẹn náà o kẹ́ ẹ lù wọ́n lọ́gọ ẹnu. ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan lẹ ti sọ lórí ètò yìí wípé kíjọba ó bá yín ṣe tíjọba sì ti ṣe wọ́n ẹ yẹ kẹ́ ẹ lù wọ́n lọ́gọ ẹnu pé wọ́n ṣe wọ́n kúṣẹ́ àgbà báyẹn ti pè fún bí báyìí wọ́n sì ń ṣe lọ́wọ́ tàbí wọ́n ti ṣe. ṣé mọ̀ pé ìlànà iṣẹ́ tiwa iṣẹ́ ìgbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ sọ̀túnṣòsì kó mọ́ bàbí kan jẹ́ ni a gbọ́dọ̀ balance gbogbo stories wa gbogbo program wọn la gbọ́dọ̀ balance a gbọ́dọ̀ balance gbogbo ẹ̀ èyí tí ẹ fẹ́ kíjọba ó ṣe tí wọ́n ti ń ṣe tàbí tí wọ́n ti ṣe ẹ sọ èyí tó tún kù díẹ̀ káàtó náà ẹ sọ ṣe rí ẹjẹ́ nìṣó tọ̀rọ̀ fún wa lónìí ìjọba kankan ò lè ṣe gbogbo ohun tí ìlú ń fẹ́ tán tí ó fi bá tiẹ̀ lọ gómìnà Ṣèyí Mákindé wọn ò lè ṣe gbogbo ohun tí wọ́n ń fẹ́ lọ́yọ̀ọ́ state tán gbogbo ohun tí wọ́n ń fẹ́ lọ́yọ̀ọ́ state wọn ò lè ṣe tán ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n gbìyànjú wọ́n ṣe wọ́n tí wọ́n lè ṣe wọ́n gbìyànjú tiwọn tí ayé ò ní pé ó gbìyànjú ẹni tí ó bá sì gbìyànjú ayé ò ní kò gbìyànjú torí ẹ̀ ọ̀nà àdúgbò wa ó ti di páńpẹ́ ẹkú kódà kí gómìnà tó dé kọ́ ló ti di páńpẹ́ ẹkú ó ti di páńpẹ́ ẹkú tẹ́lẹ̀ náà ṣùgbọ́n iṣẹ́ tẹ́ ẹ yàn wọ́n sípò fún ni pé kí wọ́n bá yín ṣe gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ bá fẹ́ ládùúgbò yín torí ìdí yẹn lẹ́fì wá pè wọ́n pé ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ládùúgbò wa báyìí torí gómìnà ọmọ àdúgbò yín wọ́n lè mọ̀ dádùúgbò yín rí àwọn tẹ́ ẹ sì yàn kánsílọ̀ chairmanu ọmọlẹ́gbìmọ̀ asòfin nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ gbogbo yẹn tẹ́ ẹ nìyàn wọ́n lè má jíṣẹ́ yín ẹ fọkàn sí pé wọn ò tí ì jíṣẹ́ yín tẹ́ má jíṣẹ́ yín ni wọ́n ti sọ fún ìjọba ẹ̀yin wà máa sọ fún wọn direct báyìí ẹ ń bá níjọba ọ̀gbọ́n tó ń sọ mo máa ń sọ fún wa àní sì wí àní sì sọ o ẹ má fẹ́ sọ tí ó yẹ kó sọ kó kàn fi fóònù nọ́mbà rẹ̀ àtàdírẹ́sì ilé wọn kó fi sí ẹ rí i pé ìjọba kàn yín la ìjọba ń gbọ́n tá à ń sọ wọ́n ń gbọ́n tá à ń sọ wọ́n ń gbọ́n tá à ń sọ. 091 2 939 091 2 939 091 2 5 939 091 25 939. ẹ lè pè sí 091 25 939 091 2 lọ́nà 5 939 091 2222 939. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ o.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ sir, Pastor Ogundare Joseph láti Àpáta Àjànlá Ìbàdàn.
Yes, sir.
Mo fi àsìkò yìí kí ní pé ẹ kú iṣẹ́.
Yes, sir.
A sì kí gómìnà wa ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ wípé wọ́n gbìyànjú. Ọ̀nà wa ní ẹlẹ́rẹ̀ àríṣe ọ̀nà yẹn ò dáa. A nílò ìrànlọ́wọ́. Ẹ ṣe kò jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ.
ẹlẹ́rìí àríṣe.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
ọ̀nà yẹn náà ti wà ń bẹ̀ ti pẹ́.
Ó ti pẹ́. A mọ̀ pé gómìnà kan ló bàjẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n kán jọ kan gbà tí wàá rò. Torí tójú ò bá rọ àti délé ìrònú míì ní fún wa. Ọ̀pọ̀ tó ní ọkọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ọ̀nà ti bà ọkọ̀ yẹn jẹ́. Àwọn ọlọ́kadà tẹ́ bá wò Akínyẹlé sí Ọ̀jọ́ oye tán gbé torí pọ́ náà dáa. Tẹ́ bá wo kìlómítà yẹn is over 10 kìlómítà. Oye táwọn ọlọ́kadà ń gbé ó kéré gan lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ wá wo Ọlọ́sùn sí Àpáta kìlómítà ò pé 3 kìlómítà. Owó tán gbé gajara lọ torí ọ̀nà dára. Ẹ ṣe.
Ẹ ṣeun gan bàbá. Ẹ ṣeun o. Ẹ ṣeun gan. Ẹ ṣeun. Ẹ ṣeun. Ìjọba ń gbọ́ báyìí. Ẹ̀lú ẹ káàárọ̀ ń bí o.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ sà.
Ẹ káàárọ̀.
Mo gbé òṣùbà fún àwọn onímọ́tò. Mo dé ìrìnà ògbógbó gáràjì tí mo ń lò ìdí pàrájà fún orí kan máa ń gbé yàtọ̀ sí Èkó lè ní tiwa. Ní mi dùn gan ni, wọ́n ní respect. Ẹ jọ fún nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣàkíyèsí ni pé àwọn màmá tó máa ń gbálẹ̀ yẹn. Ó bá wa sọ bóyá Ministry of Environment ìgbálẹ̀ kan fi ń gbálẹ̀ yẹn ṣe ló dàbí ìgbábẹ̀ kan fi ń jáde. Ó yẹ kí ìgbálẹ̀ yẹn tó wà ní bóyá nínú igi tó máa ga díẹ̀ wọ́n lè máa dúró. Wọ́n ṣe ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ mọ́ títì yẹn ó máa ń ká mi lára tí n bá rí wọn.
Wọn ò tún ní dà nǹkan bomú.
Wọn ò ní dà nǹkan bomú, wọ́n á bẹ̀rẹ̀ pátápátá. Ìgbálẹ̀ yẹn bí ìjábẹ̀ báyìí ló ṣe rí. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ sà, ẹ bá wa ṣàkíyèsí.
Ẹ kú àkíyèsí ńlá mọ̀mọ́.
Alájà Ọládẹ̀jọ lórúkọ mi.
Ẹ ra mọ̀mọ́. Àwọn gáràjì tẹ́ ẹ sọ ẹ rí i pé wọ́n ti ṣe dáadáa ju ti tẹ́lẹ̀ lọ.
Wọ́n ṣe dáadáa.
Àfi bí àwọn alákọ̀wé.
Àwọn ọmọ tónítóní ẹ bá lọ sí Èkó báyìí kápẹ́ látàgégédé Ṣàngó Pàrágà ni wọ́n tún máa tà fún onímọ́tò tó ń dírẹ́sì lọ́wọ́ tún máa tà fún wọn.
Lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ báyìí.
Mi ò rí rẹ̀ nìbàdàn o.
Kò sí rẹ̀ nìbàdàn.
Mi ì rí rẹ̀ nìbàdàn nígbà mo ti dé o.
Chairman gáràjì ń fẹ́ lọ nù. Chairman gáràjì yẹn ó fẹ́ lọ lé wọn nù. Ó fẹ́ lọ lé wọn nù ṣùgbọ́n àwọn mọ́tò ní kí wọ́n tún bá wa improve lé lórí ó máa jẹ́ àwọn standard one. Ẹ ṣeun gan ẹ ṣeun gan màmá ẹ ṣeun o. Alhaji Tọ́mì ẹ kú iṣẹ́ o láti ìgbà Alhaji Fẹ́lẹ́ kọ́lọ̀ wọn fo ọ̀run kẹ́ wọn ó ní wọ́n ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn bọ̀ tí wọ́n ti ń restructure gáràjì bọ̀ àti àwọn tí ń ṣiṣẹ́ ń bẹ̀ gbà náà ti ń restructure wọn bọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí bàbá àti bí tí wọ́n dé ń jò ní àwọn nǹkan yẹn tún fẹ́ padà jàgídíjàgan fẹ́ padà ṣùgbọ́n ní ìsìn àwọn Alhaji Tọ́mì yìí jàgídíjàgan wọ́n dákẹ́ rẹ̀ dúró pátá kò sí mú gáràjì mọ́. Mo sọ fún ẹnìkan ní gáràjì kan mo ní pé ẹ wo gbogbo ń ṣe fáìn ní ìsìn mo ní tẹ bá tòṣì obìnrin gidi ní ìsìn kan yọ oníṣègùn obìnrin gidi làwọn fẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ ni mo ní rárá mo ní tẹ bá tòṣì àwọn alákọ̀wé ọmọge alákọ̀wé ní ìsìn mo ní wọ́n á mọ̀ gbà fún yín báyìí ẹ ti jẹ́ kí iṣẹ́ yín kí wọ́n rí i pé is a very good profession ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n rí i pé yes this is a corporate work àwọn tó jẹ́ graduate nǹkan kan náà ti ń wà ní gáràjì báyìí táwọn náà ń ṣiṣẹ́ ajé ojoojúmọ́ ìgbà tí wọ́n rí i pé yes ojú àwọn tó wà níbí ti kúùlù o ìní àfi darapọ̀ mọ́ wọn àfi ń ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú wọn. 091255939 091255939. Ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ mo fẹ́ ṣàkíyèsí nǹkan kan mo fẹ́ sọ fún yín. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn iná street light ọ̀tàn mọ́ kí ló dé sí òṣèpónú jẹnẹrétọ̀ ni. Tó bá yẹ pé epo tá ń lò bá ti ń pọ̀ jù ẹ jẹ́ ká convert wọn sí solar now. Ẹni pé owó project mi nìyẹn owó project mi ni but ó sì máa ṣe dáadáa fún wa. Owó project mi ni lóòótọ́ ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan gidi ni ó jẹ́ fún wa. Torí ìdí èyí mo fi Ọlọ́run mo fi bẹ̀ yín ẹ jẹ́ kí a gbárùkù ti àwọn náà street light yẹn tó bá di ní alẹ́ kí òkùnkùn ọmọ sí mọ́ nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ṣe tó ń tàn látijọ́ ìyá ó dáa gan àwọn kọ̀rọ̀ bíi tí ò tí ì dé náà kó débẹ̀ o kó mọ̀ jẹ́ pé àwọn major roads wa nìkan ló máa dé. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ọmọlẹ́gbìmọ̀ asòfin àgbà àti kéékèèké kọ̀ọ̀kan tí wọ́n ń ṣe sólà sí àwọn àdúgbò míì náà tó jẹ́ pé tẹ bá débẹ̀ nísìnyí àwọn sólà tó jẹ́ pé tẹ bá ti ń bọ̀ báyìí iná wọn mọ̀ tán ni yóò máa tán ni ó lè kọ́kọ́ dull díẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n tẹ bá ti súnmọ́ bẹ̀ báyìí yóò mọ̀ tán. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín náà ẹ̀yin náà ṣe ẹ̀kúṣẹ́ at least ẹ̀yin náà ń kún local government ẹ̀ ń kún lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ń kún state government lọ́wọ́. 091255939 091255939 òní nọ́mbà tẹ́yin náà ó pè sí bí nǹkan bá ṣe ń lọ lágbègbè yín ohun tí ẹ bá fẹ́ kí ìjọba ó ṣe. Ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ mo fẹ́ kí ẹ wo àwọn traffic light kọ̀ọ̀kan náà ò ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́ o. Àwọn tó bá wà ní ìcháàjì ibẹ̀ yẹn kí wọ́n jọ̀ọ́ kí wọ́n tètè lọ ṣe. Mo wá kí àwọn iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá ni o àwọn yẹ́sọ ni o àwọn road safety ni o tí wọ́n ń control traffic ní challenge àtàwọn bí omi tí iná yẹn ò ti tàn mọ́ wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ wọn accurately dáadáa. Mo kí yín ẹ kú iṣẹ́ ẹ kú ìgbìyànjú Ọlọ́run yóò dé ìgbìyànjú yín yóò dé ládé lágbára Ọlọ́run. Lọ́sàn-án lóru lárẹ́ láàárọ̀ ni a fi ń ṣe iṣẹ́ ń bẹ̀. Àmọ́ débẹ̀ lánàá mo rí i pé yes no àwọn ènìyàn wọ́n wà committed pẹ̀lú iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n ń ṣe. Ìjọba ó sì yín ju bẹ́yìn ṣe ń ṣèjọba lọ lágbára lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run. Ọlọ́run ó pè yín lérè ńlá o. iṣẹ́ challenge sí gbogbo inú fẹ́lẹ̀lẹ̀ a kí ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ ẹ kú iṣẹ́ ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ ìbílẹ̀ Ìbàdàn South East ẹ̀yin náà ẹ kú iṣẹ́ o gbogbo omi tí mo ń dára ẹgún síbi ìdí odò yẹn ẹ rí i pé bójú ṣe ń rọ̀ ní ìsìn kò dára ẹgún mọ́ ó ti ń bá tiẹ̀ lọ ẹ̀yin kan gíla tẹ̀ ń ṣẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ náà mo kí yín ẹ kú iṣẹ́ o ẹ kú iṣẹ́ o project yẹn is about 99% completion báyìí 99% ló wà báyìí. gbogbo sẹ́ńtáǹsì yẹn náà tí a ń sọ níjẹ́ òní pé omi sì tún dára ẹgún sáwọn ibì kan àṣé wọn ò tí ì parí iṣẹ́ ni àwọn ti parí iṣẹ́ ń bẹ̀ o àwọn òjò tó rọ̀ lẹ́nujọ́ mẹ́ta yìí omi ò dára ẹgún síbẹ̀ mọ́ o omi yẹn ń lọ lólògèrè ni ẹ kú iṣẹ́ o. ẹ jẹ́ kí n gbà pé báyìí 091255939 091255939 091255939. hello ẹ káàárọ̀ o. hello ìyá mi ò gbọ́ tẹ́yìn ń wí tẹ́yìn bá ń gbọ́ mi ẹ pè mí padà.
If you want go wash, na water you go use. Tó o bá fẹ́ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀, omi ló máa lò. If you want cook soup, na water you go use. Torí bá ń gbóná omi lẹ̀rọ rẹ o. If your head dey hot, na water go cool am. Tọmọ bá ń dàgbà omi ló máa lò. If your child dey grow, na water him go use. If water kill your child, na water you go use.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Tómi bá pamọ́ ẹ̀ o, omi náà ló máa lò.
091255939.
Ṣé kó o má lómi o?
ẹ̀yin nepa ẹ̀yin òṣìṣẹ́ amúnáwá ẹ má bínú nepa mo tún pè IBEDC kí làwọn ará èyí ní ìfi ṣe yín wọ́n ń fìwé sọwọ́ sí mi báyìí o.
Omi yóò lọ ta o.
ẹ̀yin IBEDC ní àdúgbò èyí ni kí ni a fi ṣe yín bẹ̀ yẹn. ẹ fún wọn níná iná wọn tún ń lò low current lẹ́ ń fún wọn. kí ló dé ẹ̀yin IBEDC kí ni a ṣe fún yín ní èyí ní road. ẹ gbìyànjú àti improve náà tiwọn náà o. hello.
ẹ káàárọ̀ sà.
ẹ káàárọ̀.
àpètò.
yes sir.
Túndé lórúkọ mi láti Wákàjà yìí.
ẹ káàbọ̀ o.
yes sir. a kí ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ wọn kú iṣẹ́ o.
yes sir.
ọ̀nà Wákàjà yìí yẹn ọ̀nà yẹn kò dáa. nọ́mbà wà nìyẹn àwa mọ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tá a ṣe àwọn nẹ́pà wa o. ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tá a ṣe wọn Wákàjà àti ẹ̀wà mọ̀ wọn kì í fún wa ná rárá ẹ̀kọ́ kan ní.
àwọn IBEDC.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n dẹ̀ máa ń gbé bíìlì wá ó ti sú wa o. ó ti sú wa.
àwọn náà ti ń gbọ́ yín báyẹn.
wọ́n máa ń fún wa ná àsọpá àsanwó ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan tí wọ́n fún wa bóòdù àti fẹ́ máa sanwó. ọ̀nà àṣàánú wa ẹ pé ètò.
ẹ ṣeun gan o ẹ ṣeun o ẹ ṣeun gan o. Zero 091255939 091255939 091 2 lọ́nà márùn-ún 939 091 2 lọ́nà márùn-ún 939. 091255939. ẹ̀lú ẹ̀ káàárọ̀ ẹ̀lú ẹ̀ parí rédíò yín yẹn sà tẹ́ bá ti pè wá ẹ máa parí rédíò yín tá a bá ti ń gbé báyìí ẹ pa rédíò tàbí kẹ́ ẹ jìnnà sí. hello. hello.
hello.
yes sir, ẹ káàárọ̀ o.
ẹ káàárọ̀.
ẹ gbóhùn sókè dáadáa sir.
ẹ káàárọ̀.
yes sir.
ẹ jọ̀ọ́ torí ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa àwọn onímọ́tò lẹ́ẹ̀kan yìí.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
ṣé rí àwọn gáràjì kan wà tó yẹ pé kì í sóye tí aláàjì tọ́mì ní ká máa gbà wọ́n gbà lọ́wọ́ àwọn dẹ̀ pé wọ́n ní wá lára gan o.
irú ìní lára wo sà.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni wọ́n dẹ̀ náà ní ká máa gbà gáràjì ṣe yé sà. níṣẹ́ àwọn ní ògùnpá sí àpáta ni wọ́n gba 500 tọkọ̀ bá lò tó bá tún padà dé wọ́n tún máa gba 200 ẹjọ́ tó lọ́ọ́ bá aláàjì tọ́mì ká lábá wa.
bàbá ẹni wọn gba 500 naira lọ́wọ́ yín.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni fún lóòdù ẹyọ kan.
fún lóòdù ẹyọ kan.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni tábà ti padà dé wọn tún máa kílè ní 200.
wọ́n tún á máa gba 200 tábà ń ti padà dé tábà ń ti lóòdù.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni kò sí bàtà lóòdù sáwọn onígbòwò rẹ̀.
ẹ̀mí èlò ló sì yẹ kẹ́ ẹ máa sanwó.
ẹ̀ẹ̀kan ni wọ́n ní ká máa san lóòdù $100 náà ní ká máa san lóòdù.
$100 náà dẹ̀ ní kẹ́ ẹ máa san.
bẹ́ẹ̀ sà.
ṣé ẹ máa tó ṣẹlẹ̀ bàbá.
bẹ́ẹ̀ sà.
tí ẹ̀yin ìjọba ń gbọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń sọ yìí o ṣó ti yẹ yín sà. kí ló kọ ẹni tó jẹ́ alága gáràjì yín bẹ̀ wọ́n.
ẹ̀gbin náà máa ń pè é ẹ̀gbin.
ẹ̀gbin tí ẹ̀gbin bá ń gbọ́ báyìí kí wọ́n jọ kí wọ́n pè mí tí ẹ̀gbin bá ń gbọ́ kí wọ́n pè mí báyìí màá pe nọ́mbà mi síta kí wọ́n pè mí lẹ́yìn ètò torí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í sọ̀rọ̀ tá a kàn fojú wò bẹ́ẹ̀ àti pé ẹ̀yin náà wá mú ẹ̀rí tó dájú wá kẹ́ ẹ tó méjì mẹ́ta ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá wá yẹn àní disclose identity yín. ṣe gbọ́ sà ẹ ṣeun gan. ọmọdé pé ṣiṣẹ́ yóò mọ bẹ nínú oòrùn máa ṣe wàhálà ẹ̀ǹjọ́ àmọ́ jẹ́ ọmọ jókòó síbòjì. tó bá sì jẹ́ wípé ní tẹ́ ẹ wíhun bẹ́ẹ̀ náà lórí tó yẹ pé bó ṣe jẹ́ kí ẹ máa san náà nìyẹn ṣe mọ̀ pé àwọn aláṣẹ ọ̀wà sọ̀rọ̀ pé lóòótọ́ ni ẹni tí ẹ pè ní ẹ̀gbin yẹn náà àwọn náà ó sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n wàá sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀gbin ó sọ̀rọ̀ bóyá bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ṣe rí bóyá bẹ́ẹ̀ sì kọ́ àwọn náà ó sọ̀rọ̀ torí ní tí ẹ wí yẹn àwa ò tí ì ṣiṣẹ́ ìwádìí lé lórí a ò tí ì conduct any investigation lé lórí láti mọ̀ bóyá òótọ́ ni àbí kì í ṣe òótọ́. ohun tó ń pè ní allegation òní tí ẹ ṣe yẹn ẹ allege wọn ni. 091-2 5-939 olúwa pẹ̀lú mi Matthew JP mo kí yẹn káàárọ̀ sà olúfẹ́mi ayọ̀délé láti ọ̀kànjọ́bí community ìdó ẹ ṣeun gan mo kí yín o. hello.
Alhaji Dọlápọ̀ ni o.
ẹ rà sá o.
ẹ kú iṣẹ́ o.
yes sir.
iṣẹ́ ní ìlú àgbẹ̀kọ́ ní ìjọ náà o.
àdúgbò mo lẹ ti ń pè yín.
à ń pẹ́ ládùúgbò olùdó la ti ń pè o.
mo rò pọ́ náà yín ti dá lólùndé ni.
ọ̀nà wo tí ìdá ó kọ àwọn ibì kan o àwọn ibì kan bẹ́ẹ̀ ló sì ìdá lólùndé o.
àwọn bolólùndé. àwọn bolólùndé.
ní láti di fẹ́rẹ́jẹ́ súlọ̀ alẹ́ atọ́kùn ìbẹ̀dá àtàgbọ̀dọ̀ fífó kú o. ìyàmọ́lẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ ní pẹ̀lú àwọn ọlọ́kadà o.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni ṣé wọ́n rí bí fẹ́ránjẹ́sọ tẹ́ ń sọ yẹn.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni sà.
tí yẹn bá ń bọ̀ láti olómi níbi apá ọ̀tún bí fẹ́ránjẹ́sọ àti ìyàwó lé sí fẹ́ránjẹ́sọ gangan.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
àwọn tírélà páàkì kan bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
ó ṣe mí láàánú pé lọ́jọ́ sátidé gba mo wá sí àdúgbò yẹn tírélà kan fẹ́ wọlé mọ́tò wọn ń gbẹ́ kòtò síbi àti wọlé yẹn bó tiẹ̀ wá ṣe kán gan tiẹ̀ wá bu yèèpẹ̀ sínú àpò ṣakaṣaka kan kí wọ́n máa gbé síbẹ̀ wọn ò ṣe é ìjọba náà tó ń retí.
àtàwọn ọlọ́kadà ni ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní àbáwọn lánàá àdúgbò.
àláwọn onítírélà páàkì tó wà ńbẹ̀ ibi àti ìyàwọlé síbi ọ̀dọ̀ wọn yẹn táyà wọn ti gbẹ́ gbogbo ojú bẹ́hùn lóòótọ́ erosion náà wà ńbẹ̀.
erosion bẹ́ẹ̀ ń bẹ̀.
ṣùgbọ́n àwọn náà tí wọ́n ń gbé mọ́tò ńláńlá wọlé síbẹ̀ ń ó yẹ kán náà ò ní tí wọ́n ó ṣe síbẹ̀ àbí wọn ò ní ìwé tí wọ́n ń já láàrin ara wọn bẹ̀ ni.
a pè wọ́n sákì sí àwọn láńlọ́ọ̀dù ó ṣiṣẹ́ lórí ẹ̀.
ẹ̀yin láńlọ́ọ̀dù ẹ ṣiṣẹ́ lórí ẹ̀ ìjọba náà wà ń gbọ́ bá yẹn.
wọ́n á ṣiṣẹ́ lórí ẹ̀.
kí wọ́n jọ àwọn tí wọ́n ń ṣe títì lọ́wọ́ láti odò ọmì tí wọ́n ń ṣe bọ̀ wá sólómi wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ débẹ̀ yẹn náà ṣùgbọ́n mi mọ̀ pé wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ débẹ̀ ẹ mọ̀ pé wọ́n ń ṣe bọ̀ láti odò ọmì báyìí
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ débẹ̀. ẹ ṣeun gan ẹ ṣeun o.
Alhaji Dọlápọ̀ ni o.
ẹ ṣeun gan Alhaji Dọlápọ̀ ẹ ṣeun gan ẹ ṣeun gan. hello.
hello.
ẹ káàárọ̀ sà.
ẹ káàárọ̀ sà.
yes sà.
iléeṣẹ́ yín ní ìjọ náà.
àmì o.
kí ìjọ ẹ kó ètò orúkọ mi ní lọ́lá yọ̀ọ́lá tó kéwòn ní.
ẹ pa rédíò yín ká gbọ́ yín dáadáa.
mo pè láti olúyọ̀lé.
ọláyíwọlá kílẹ̀ pé.
ọláyíwọlá síkírù.
síkírù
ok. bíkọ́ ṣùmẹ́kà.
ẹ káàbọ̀ sá.
èyí fẹ́ kí ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ ọ̀yọ́ lórí àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ onímọ́tò àti alága onímọ́tò tọ́mì. in fact bàbá yẹn ṣe ń gbọ́ mi sà.
mo ń gbọ́ yín.
bàbá yẹn tra ìyẹn bàbá tọ́mì yẹn èmi ò mọ wọn o ẹni tó kúrò ńbẹ yẹn kéèyàn bá ń lọ sí ìwòrò mo láwọn èèyàn mi kan tó ń gbé bẹ pẹ̀lú máa bá ba yẹn kéèyàn má kó sí wọn lọ́wọ́.
ìgbà tó dáa ti dé.
ìgbà tí sọ́mì tí wàá dé wà láì tàdá ẹ̀ ní Òṣogbo tó gbogbo nǹkan yàtọ̀ tẹ́ bá lọ ẹ̀ ń lọ Òṣogbo ẹ̀ ń lọ kíní kan ẹ̀ rí ìwà ọmọlúwàbí nínú ìwà wọn kò sí mùmúkúmu kò sí yánmọ́yánmọ́ yẹn mọ́ ọdún èèyàn lè má rí kànga nínú rẹ̀ tó bọ̀ síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ bàbá tọ́mì yẹn sì kọ́ba àwọn ọmọ yẹn ó túmọ̀ sí pé bí olórí bá ṣe rí làwọn èrè ẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ ṣe máa rí tó mọ́rọ̀ ìjọba Nàìjíríà ẹ̀kọ́ ṣe tọ́mì bí tọ́mì ṣe rí pẹ̀lú ìwà pẹ̀lẹ́ làwọn ọmọ lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ náà rí tí wọ́n bá gbọ́ ní jàgídíjàgan délé mi ẹ̀rí pọ́yọ sì ti ó máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ jàgídíjàgan láwọn onímọ́tò yẹn bọ̀dú yẹn tí wọ́n gbé wá tó jẹ́ èèyàn tútù tó jẹ́ ẹni tó rí ẹ̀ pé tó dẹ̀ ń fi orí pípé yẹn ṣèjọba ẹ̀ wo bọ́yọ̀ sì ti ṣe rọ̀ bó ṣe ń dùn mọ́ wa tó kò ní bàjẹ́ o.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni ṣàwọn ibi táwọn èèyàn wá ń ṣàkíyèsí pé kù sí náà kí wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ lórí ẹ̀.
tó ọdún àwọn ibì kankan wà tí wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ nígbà tó fẹ́ fún wọn nímọ̀ràn ṣe ráwọn onímọ́tò ọlọ́kadà tẹ́ bá rí gáràjì wọn tó yẹ kí wọ́n to àpò sí ọ̀nà tó yà wọlé síbi tí wọ́n pààkì sí gbèrò tí wọ́n kàn bu yẹ̀pẹ̀ sápò kí wọ́n tó fún ọ̀ níṣe. mo ń ṣàlẹ́jì nǹkan ní ẹ bá mọ wáyà ń ṣebù látọ̀ta mo ń ṣàlẹ́jì wọn pé ẹ̀yin náà wo bí kẹ́ ẹ fi ń sọ̀kalẹ̀ bó ṣe rí rádaràda ẹ̀dẹ̀ ń gba owó ẹ̀ gbowó áfà ẹ̀ gbowó tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì kẹ́ẹ̀kan wá tiẹ̀ wá báwọn èèyàn ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé ẹ tó yẹ ẹbùsápò káàkiri sí bíbá ẹ ní ṣe ìjọba lẹ máa retí.
ṣé bá rí i pé mò ń bá wọn kan sọ̀rọ̀ nísìnyí láti Ìfẹ̀rànjẹ̀ṣu Olúǹde mo láwọn oní tírélà tán ní tírélà páàkì síbẹ̀ tí wọ́n ń yà wọlé tírélà wọn náà ń ba ọ̀nà jẹ́ ó ba ọ̀nà àti ìjà wọlé síbẹ̀ ń jẹ́ bó ṣe kán náà kàn tiẹ̀ kó yèèpẹ̀ kan sínú ṣakaṣaka wọn máa dì í bẹ́ẹ̀ wọn ò ṣe kankan.
ìjọba wọn máa bí nǹkan táwa náà bá ní láti ṣe ran community.
àbí òní ìwé tí wọ́n ń já láàrin ara wọn ni.
àbí ọlọ́wọ́ aṣàánú gbogbo wa.
ṣe rí bàbá àtàná náà tẹ́ ẹ sì sọ̀rọ̀ nípa rẹ̀ náà ṣàmọ̀ pé ńgbà tó tó àwọn àkókò kan àwọn náà ẹ̀ ń bá àkíyèsí àwọn project pé àwọn gáràjì àwọn ẹnu ọ̀nà kí wọ́n lọ mọ̀ ṣe ẹ ti rántí nígbà náà.
ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n lé ìjọba wọn.
kò sí wọ́n lé ibi tí àwọn náà wá dá sí ibi tí àwọn náà ṣiṣẹ́ sí wọn.
jáde láti junction lé wọn níwò ńbẹ yẹn
bàbá
mo ní mọ́tò wọn àmọ́ kẹ́kẹ́.
bàbá ibi tí wọ́n wá ṣe sí ẹ ṣe rí ibi tí àwọn náà wá ṣe tó jẹ́ strength kan tí wọ́n ṣe sí wọn kí àwọn tó wà ńbẹ̀ náà sí náà kàn náà wá embark torí àwọn project bẹ́ẹ̀ pé àwọn gáràjì tẹnu ọ̀nà wọn bá ti dáa àti wọlé nǹkan kan náà mọ̀ ní communal effort tí wọ́n máa ṣe ń bẹ̀ because community làwọn náà ń bẹ̀ ẹnìkan méjì mẹ́wàá kọ́ ní ṣiṣẹ́ ogún kọ́ ní ṣiṣẹ́ ń bẹ̀. ẹ ṣeun gan bàbá ẹ ṣeun gan sa wọ́n ti ń gbọ́ ẹ ṣeun gan sa ẹ ṣeun gan sa at least IGR kan wọlé ń bẹ̀ náà IGR gan ìkan kọ́ mélòó wá ní ojú kan lọ èmi ọmọ kójú kan lọ ṣéǹjì díẹ̀ ń wọlé ń bẹ̀ náà. sẹ́rí lọ́dún kan ń bẹ bàbá wa ọlọ́run àdàbà ní olúǹde kí ọlọ́run kí ó bá mi lọ́rẹ̀ mi bàbá yìí kí wọ́n tún gùn lẹ́mìí jù báyẹn lọ ìgbà tí wọ́n jẹ́ chairman ìfẹsùwápọ̀ mo kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kó pọ̀ lára bàbá mi gbà náà torí mi à máa lọ mítìnì yẹn gbà yẹn bàbá yẹn wọ́n ní kí á dá owó ládùúgbò ká fi ṣe covert tó máa wọlé sí tá a máa fi gbé mọ́tò wọlé bàbá mi ti ṣaláìsí báyìí ní ti kọ́ lọ́wọ́ fọ̀rùn kẹ́ bàbá náà bàbá mi bá lóun ò ní mọ́tò tó òun ò ní sanwó bàbá wọn ò bá sanwó ṣẹ́ríngbà tó di inú ọdún iléyà tán àmọ́ rẹ̀ wálé iléyà àmọ́ bá gbé mọ́tò wálé nígbà tá a ti ṣe ọ̀nà tán tá a ti ṣe covert yẹn tán bàbá ọlọ́run ọ̀dà bá ní ọyẹ́ lọ ti ẹnu ọ̀nà géètì wẹ́ lọ tì wọ́n bá tì wọ́n máa fún àmọ́ rẹ̀ pé ìgbà tí à ń dáwó kínní bàbá yín làwọn ò ní mọ́tò ń gbà náà àwọn tí wọ́n ní mọ́tò àtẹ̀ntì ò ní mọ́tò ládùúgbò ló sì dáwó tí wọ́n ṣe pé nítorí ìdí èyí o ọyẹ lọ mú owó tiyín náà wá o àmọ́ wọn wá jẹ́ dójútì fún wọn wọn á sáré wá owó pé dádì wáyé tẹ́ ẹ̀ sọ fún wa tí wọ́n ọ̀bá nísàmọ́ rẹ̀ ò ní ní lọ́dún yẹn bọ̀dá wa bọ̀dá tírí ládùúgbò wọ́n contribute almost 75% sí project yẹn tó àwọn tó ní tírélà tó máa ń wọlé gbogbo àwọn bẹ́ẹ̀sì tírélà yẹn gbogbo wọn ò ní wọ́n lọ wá tí a lò sí project yẹn gbà yẹn kí ọlọ́run kí ó ṣe àlékún dáadáa fún bọ̀dá tírí náà. ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àdúgbò tó yẹ kẹ́yìn náà ní àwọn communal effort tẹ́ máa ṣe kí erosion kó mọ̀ bá gba ọ̀nà mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yin náà gbìyànjú àti máa ṣe kíjọba ó tó dé ẹ̀yin lẹ́ ládùúgbò. mo kí àwọn àdúgbò kan àwọn ṣiṣẹ́ wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́ ládùúgbò yẹn. torí ìdí èyí ẹ̀yin náà máa ràn ìjọba lọ́wọ́ ni o ẹ máa ràn lọ́wọ́ ni o. àwọn àdúgbò míì erosion ti gé ọ̀nà sí méjì mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́ wọ́n sì lè divert erosion yẹn gbà yẹn ẹ bá bu ìpẹ́nu ṣakaṣaka tẹ ọya ẹja dáyé báyìí ọya ẹja wà wọn haúsá ọ̀jẹ́ káwa náà ó ti ilẹ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ ká ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ àkílódé ọ̀yà ká ẹ ṣe káyìn náà ó ṣe kíjọba ó tó dé torí kíjọba ó tó dé ẹ̀yin ní nǹkan kàn àdúgbò mi ń bẹ health center ti ń bẹ ń bẹ páànù kan lọ́jà o àwọn community ọmọ ńlá ọmọ mi Sàlámì àwọn community sì wo páànù ràn ẹ̀yin ará community láfẹ̀wá àwọn ará community àwọn ní ń gbé àwọn èèyàn wọn lọ sí hospital health center àdúgbò páànù kan sì já ní health center wọn sì dúró dìjọba tí òjò sì fi dé tó sì fi bà gbogbo health center jẹ́ páànù ẹyọ kan tẹ́yìn community ọ̀rà tẹ́nìkan lè ra community ẹ wà lẹ́ẹ̀lẹ́ center mọ́ health center ti di àjákù ó ti di dàkúdà tẹ́ẹ̀sì lè ṣe ní community yín kíjọba ó tó dé ń tẹ́ ẹ lè tètè fi pòpò ń jàgá kọ́mọ́ bá gbẹbọ kẹ́bọ lọ́ọ́ yín ẹ tètè fi pòpò ń jàgá ìwà ń gbẹbọ kẹ́bọ ìwọ tó ń bẹ ní àdúgbò tó ń bu à ń community kan tí wọ́n ní pé ẹ dá owó báyìí tó bá tiẹ̀ lówó àjòjòwò ẹlòmíì ò ní ṣáájò kò ní fowó lẹ̀ ẹlòmíì ò ní bá wọn dá sí tí bá ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ń community láyé wọ́n ní wọ́n rògbò nọ́mbò míì ẹja rògbò náà amọ̀jà dúró dé àwọn ìjọba nǹkan kan yóò lóun ò fẹ́ òun ṣe á sanwó òpó ná ìgbà tí wọ́n bá wá ṣe òpó ná tán tí wọ́n ṣe wáyà tán ọ̀nà wa ni ẹ bá ń gbé náà wọlé sọ́dọ̀ mi ẹ bá ń gbé náà wọlé sọ́dọ̀ mi ìkànnì ọ́ èyí ṣe èèyàn dáadáa tán kan ò bá ṣe bó ni yóò ṣe. ẹyẹ mọ́ ti bí iṣẹ́ rí relé kò sọ́mọ okòwò tí wọ́n gbégbá ajé kà lórí tí ò ní lọ lílọ jábọ̀ okòwò rẹ̀ ilé kókó ń tágbé ìràwé kì í dájọ́ ọlẹ̀ kó sùnà a ti dé sẹ́nu iṣẹ́ padà báyìí o a ti dé sẹ́nu iṣẹ́ o ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ ń pè mí nígbà tá a wà lórí ewé tí n lè gbé pé yẹn mọ́ bínú a ti dé sẹ́nu iṣẹ́ ọjà ẹja bẹ̀rẹ̀ bísíǹsì ẹja bẹ̀rẹ̀ òwò báyìí owó ńláńlá ni ẹ máa gbé wá fún mi báyìí ìpolówó ńláńlá ni ẹ máa gbé wá fún mi ẹ̀bùn olúwa tóbi akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ àjọ wà lórí ètò ni Aisha àtayọ̀mídé àjọ wà lórí ètò ni lónìí arógundádé nìran bàbá mi arógundádé lèmi ń jẹ́ o èmi àti yàn mọ́ arówó mọ́ fi ṣe nǹkan rí láyé wa Túndé Adédòkun onídàgbére kó di láago 10 lálẹ́ òní aago 10 lálẹ́ yìí lórí ètò àwọn olólùfẹ́ àtúntẹ̀lẹ̀ ń gbọ́ láti bí ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì mo ti dé bàgẹ́ mo dé bí iná alẹ́ mo dé bí èjì ìyálẹ̀ta ẹ̀yin tí àwọn tí wọ́n ń gbá ilẹ̀ lójú títì àwọn ìyá yẹn ẹ̀yin tọ́rọ̀ bá kan Ministry of Environment ẹ bá wa improve health wọn and then ẹ bá wa improve mọ́ ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́ ẹ fún wọn gbálẹ̀ gidi ẹ fún wọn bòmú ẹ fún wọn láwọn tí yóò guide wọn tí wọn fi ní ṣèṣe lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ wọn ó dalẹ́ ká tó pàdé ó dàbọ̀.